Yeah, just, are we ready? All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to day 2 of the Campbell Invitational Tournament. I'm Tommy Jacobs, along with my good friend,
Tim Gage.
Tim's going to be here with Donnie Jenkins to bring you this right next to the contest. And you're going to bring the Bernie game Thursday night, correct?
That's correct.
And, what did we see last night? We saw a good one.
We did. We saw kind of a young Bernie team that probably surprised some folks. They're 2 seniors and 5 sophomores, I think, make up that team against a pretty senior-laden Twin Rivers team that kind of got off to a slow start, but we saw in the second half what they could do. And I tell you what, they're going to be good. And I'm so scared for our Holcomb friends that you may see a different Twin Rivers team tonight. They're probably going to be pretty motivated.
I think you're exactly right, Tim. Listen, we number one, we want to say congratulations to the Lady Camels who went over and knocked off the Zenith Hornersville Lions last night the Al Jackson.
That's right. That's a 6 seed beating a 3 seed right there.
Congratulations, girls. We're very proud of you. And good luck tonight when you take on the Hayti Lady Indians.
Yeah, and talking about, I think Gabby Townsend had 26 last night.
Yeah.
And that's a freshman. That's exactly right. I think Alyssa's sister, she'll be known as that for a while.
She will be, yeah.
But I think she had 20 last night. So
great. Well,
she
proud
did
of those
a good
girls.
job too.
But Tim, I want to tell you, Terry and I were talking last night. We're sure proud that you've come to join us on this because we need help.
Thanks. I enjoy it. I did refereeing before, but now this is a lot easier on my knees.
We'll be right back. We're going to pause for the national anthem. We'll be right back with you. Well, Tim, it's just about time to kick this thing off.
I think we're ready. We'll have our starting lineups coming up. We'll see how these teams come out tonight. It's hard to rebound after a loss sometimes.
Yes,
but,
it is.
Like I said earlier, Twin Rivers may be hungry, but, hey, Holcomb really was game last night. They got in foul trouble late, and I know that hurt them. But I tell you what, they're going to surprise some people this year too. They've got some kids that can put the ball in the hole. They really do.
And John Hick's a pretty good coach.
He's all right. You know what? He's a pretty good guy.
Yeah, he really is.
I really enjoy John. You'll have to ask him too. If you guys are ever out and about and there's karaoke, you'll have to ask him to sing a song for you. He is a really, really good singer. He is an awesome singer.
You think if I stroll by there after a while and say, you're going to be here Thursday night, I understand I want you to sing the national anthem, what do you think it would say?
As long as it was karaoke, I think he'd be okay with it.
But just, hey, Alicia.
All right. Well, I guess we're not going to have starting lineups here. We're just going to, looks like we're going to throw it and go.
They're ready to go, Tim.
They sure are.
I'll stay up here with you till I see Big Jinx come in, and I'll get out of here.
That sounds good.
You just take over and run with it.
All right, we'll do it. Looks like Luke Hester gets the tip for the Royals. All right, long 3. And rebound, it comes down to Holcomb. Still by the Hornets. Still by the Royals. Luke Hester up for 2.
Luke Hester's a pretty good player.
He is. He's got that big body. He knows how to use it. Holcomb in the front court. Looks like man-to-man defense by the Royals. Nice little pick and roll there. Hey. Right off the bat, Noah with another picks off where he had last night. What did he have, 17 last night?
17, I think that's correct.
Yeah, that's right. So 2 for him.
And he worked hard all over the court.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You'll see Noah and Landon, they'll be doing most of those. Hey, Hester drives the baseline up for 2 again.
I don't know if you noticed today, we had 1,000 views, a little bit over 1,000 last night.
That's awesome. That's
We're
awesome.
great. We were very proud of that.
I think it'll just keep growing and growing.
I think it will.
Holcomb with a little weave. Oh, we got an errant pass, and it's going to be Twin Rivers basketball. Looks like Heckenberg inbounds it to Jake Hester. Looks like the Hornets are in a man also. No, they're not. They're in a 1-3-1, kind of a matchup zone there. Ball's up. Holcomb comes down with a rebound. Long pass ahead. Oh,
All right.
Good deal. I saw last night where maybe there was a couple of times where the sound wasn't coming through as well. That that's a work in progress when you're doing this, and a lot of it depends on what kind of internet connection you have and things. But it says we're sounding good tonight, and that's a good sign.
Yeah, my sister Linda always checks in and tells me if we're doing good, we're doing bad, or otherwise.
Okay.
You know how sisters
Well,
are.
that's exactly right.
Gotta love them.
That's right. Any feedback's good feedback, right?
You bet you.
Holcomb gets the ball in. Drive to the basket, puts it up. Hester comes down with a rebound. I think that went in the bottom side of the net there.
I believe you're right.
Got another foul called.
Got a good set of officials out here.
Absolutely. Every night you have a good set of officials.
You bet. I don't know anytime they're.
Yeah.
But I'm going to tell you what, you said that jokingly. We do have great officials in Boot Hill, Missouri.
We do. You know, I'm going to tell you, they all work hard. And just like anything else, some are better than others.
Sure.
Well, Hester's just eating them alive on the boards, but Holcomb comes down with the rebound.
They say there's a shortage of officials. I don't know why they come to some of these high school gyms. There's people sitting in that know that never missed a call.
Absolutely, man. It's so much easier. And Noah with a three. Looks like right now it's Noah 5, Luke 4.
Jim Vaughn out there, I always like to see him on the court, and Bobby Godwin. I don't know the other young man.
I don't know him either. Hadn't had the privilege of reffing with him, but I have reffed with the other two.
Yeah.
Luke in for 2 again.
He's talking about they make mistakes. The worst official around is 10 times better than I am.
Oh, my goodness.
I'll just say that.
I tell you, I was always one of those that had a few things to say when I was in the stands, but once I got out there on the floor about 10 years ago, 11 years ago I started, oh, my goodness, it's so much harder than what you think it is. And it's just physically demanding.
Oh, I'll bet.
It is. And I'm an old guy, too, so my knees and stuff, and, it's just – it is. You have to be in really good shape.
Yeah, we all in this broadcast team, except Hunter and Alicia and Maddie and all them, we kind of beat and banged up, aren't we? Donnie Jenkins beat and banged up. You are.
Yeah. Donnie's going to join us tonight. He actually had a couple of games to call this week, but he's got a knee that's bothering him, and so he was going to take the week off. And he's like I am. He really enjoys basketball, so he's going to come up and just talk a little basketball with us.
Big John, before we take a break, after I leave here, anytime you need to kill the mics, these two right here are what's controlling these two mics. Just shut them down.
All right, we'll do that.
But Tim, you see this over here? We got this going, and keep a watch on it.
All right, looks good.
Again, I want to appreciate you very much. Boot Hill Broadcasting got a good person when we got you.
Well, thank you very much. And like I said, it lets me stay in tune with basketball. I really enjoy being at the game, seeing good quality basketball, and hopefully, well, right off the bat, this game's already kind of 6-5.
Yeah.
Halfway through the first quarter, going to be a good one.
I think so. As our old saying is, that could be a barn burner.
That's right. Royals fans probably don't want another barn burner. They'd like to see them take care of business there.
Oh, my, yes.
Holcomb from the corner for a three. Oh, I tell you what, Holcomb is pesky when it comes to defensively.
They are.
They really, Hickson does have them where they're in the passing lanes, and nice little bit of defense there. And looks like the ball will go back to Holcomb.
You know, last year during the summer, not this past summer, summer before last, they had summer ball up here. Hickson brought his Holcomb Hornets up here, and to myself, I thought that team's going to have a struggling year. And Campbell just laid it on them pretty hard. Later in the season, they played a regular season game as triple overtime.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
He had them ready.
And hey, that's one. He was young last year and had some kids that he had to teach what they needed to do, when they needed to do it, and he's just a good teacher.
He sure is.
Up and in for Holcomb.
And you know, when he's 6'4", McNabb is injured the first of the season, can't play. That's strike right there.
Absolutely. One thing, Twin Rivers is notoriously good at shooting a three, but they have a little trouble.
They are
early on. Wow.
I tell you what, Holcomb come to play tonight.
That's right. Smith's heating up, and they take the 9-8 lead. 3:42 left to go, first quarter. Hester on the inside again, and there's another bucket. He has 8 of the 10. Noah down, kicks it out. Smith. You know, it's early in the year. These kids that played last year, we really know them, but some of the other kids, we're going to have to learn their names.
It'll take us a while.
It will. It sure will. Yeah. See, next up tonight, we'll have Clarkton.
Yes.
As the 7 seed, right? Taking on 2 seed Nellyville. I just see Coach McBroom just walked in on the other side. Maybe we'll get him up here. He's pretty fun to talk to.
Yeah.
We may have to try to do that later on in the week and see if we can talk him into doing that.
He and his wife walked by my house, or side by side by my house last summer. And their little boy named Jack,
yeah.
They stopped and was petting my donkeys. And my donkey, that one donkey was named Jack also. Well, he took a nibble at their Jack and scared that little baby. It didn't hurt him, just kind of nibbled him. But that little boy probably never pet another donkey the rest of his life.
No. Hey, if it happened to me, I wouldn't. Yeah. And I'm not 2. I think Jack's 2.
Yeah. When Big Jinx gets up here, you can hear him. You know he's kind of a gentle giant.
Yep.
May have to turn him up. Sometimes
we may do that. Yeah, we sure may.
He's a fun guy. Well, listen, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to turn it over, and I know it's in good hands. And if you need me, holler. And when I'm eating some stuff in a little bit, I'll think about you.
Okay, do that. All right.
Tim, thank you a bunch.
You're welcome, Tom. See you in a little while. 12-11, Holcomb's up. They have the ball in the front court. Twin Rivers still in the man-to-man. Noah drives. Oh, charging call. Yeah, that's a good call. Excellent call there on the charge. That'll be the first foul. Oh, Noah. Excuse us there. Walking call going the other direction. Smith in the front court. Brings the ball over. Like a 5-out configuration. By Holcomb. The drive. And up, and it rims out. Luke Hester with a rebound. The big man brings it up, passes to Jake. Back to Hester. Little one-hander, doesn't go. Holcomb comes down. Here they come to the front court. 12-11's our score, 1:20 left. Boy, here in the last couple minutes, seems like we've had a something over the basket, not wanting to go in. Things have been in and out, off back iron, but not going through those. Another nice rebound. Smith has 4 or 5 rebounds already in this first quarter. Good drive and a foul. That's going to send Jeremiah Kenner to the line. He'll shoot 2. We're under a minute to play here. 12-11 is our score. 47 seconds left on the clock. First one's up and good. And here comes number 2. And off the back iron. Hester with a rebound. Luke into the front court. Passes across. Jake thought about the 3 there. Down to the short corner. Pass across. Out back. 27 seconds left. Looks like we might be going for 1 shot here. Jake Hester out front with the ball. A little token pressure by the Hornets. And nice drive to the basket there. That's going to send, I believe that was Heckenberg. Yep, sure was. Heckenberg to the line. He's going to shoot a pair. 12-12 is the score, 12.3 seconds left to go. Heckenberg's shot's up and good. Here comes number 2. Oh, off the back iron. Twin Rivers gets the ball. They'll have the last shot again. 5 seconds. Gonna have to hurry to get one off. And they do get it off. And it's no good. 13-12, Twin Rivers leads after the first quarter. Looked like Hester had a big quarter. We're talking about, of course, there are 2 Hesters there. We call them the Hester twins. Luke Hester, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 points. 10 of the 13. Looks like Heckenberg has 1, and I'm not sure who got the other one there. We might have missed something over there. On Holcomb's side, Noah with 5. Jeremiah with 1 as he was 1 for 2 from the line. Landon Smith has 4. And Brayton Wiggins with 2. Coming on the scene is my my partner for tonight, Donnie Jenkins. Just come around this way, Donnie. Right through there. We're going to get a headset on him, and he's in perfect timing to come up for the second quarter here as we're going to get underway. Welcome, Donnie.
Hey, how's it going, Tim?
It's going good.
Yeah.
I have Donnie, and I don't tell too many people this, but Donnie and I are the same age. He may not want that spread either.
Oh.
We're from the class of '85, and one thing that if anybody remembers, that us old-timers, the class of '85, that was Malden State Championship year. And they had some pretty good players there. The only one that was bad was Tracy Stone, but other than that, they were really good players. You know? Tracy's my buddy, too. He's probably not listening. So hey, Holcomb comes out right off the bat. Knocks the bucket down.
35.
Yeah. Stephen Bradshaw with a 3, and then they take the 15-13 lead. We're just underway here in the second quarter, 7:28 left. Hester's going to fire a 3. Brother Hester gets the ball. Hey, he's the monster on the boards. That's Luke Hester. He's a good-looking individual, isn't he? He's got the body for it.
Hey, he is, Tom.
We were talking earlier that Twin Rivers, they got upset last night by Bernie, and so they're probably pretty hungry today. And we were scared that they might come out with a vengeance tonight, but I tell you, Holcomb, they've been up to the test. Here we are, 15-15, just underway in the second quarter. This is a 4 seed versus an 8 seed. Winner of this will go to the consolation finals.
Okay. A lot of basketball going on this week.
There sure is. There's some good tournaments, you know it. There are some good tournaments. Got a good tournament over at Gideon, and got the one up at Oran. Got a lot of good basketball. Someone said earlier that Hayti and Portageville were playing tonight. Well, you were supposed to be at a Crothersville game tonight, weren't you?
Yes.
Who were they playing tonight?
I was at junior high.
Oh, junior high game.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah, I'm glad to have you here then. You didn't need to go over there and waste some of these on a junior high game anyway.
Yeah.
I'll even tell Randy that I said that.
Oh, yeah.
You don't need to be on no junior high game. It's high school season.
Yeah, I heard that.
The only bad thing about the junior high games is most of them's 2-man. That's really hard on us old guys.
Yeah. But actually, Crothersville do 3-man.
Do they really? That's awesome.
Yeah.
And they should. I really think that anything should be 3-man no matter what. You just catch so much more if you got that third man.
Like we said, we got a bunch of old knees in there.
Absolutely.
So that 3-man help out a lot.
Yeah. I saw on Facebook last night that they had the A team over at Gideon. Did you see that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
had Lloyd and Tim and who was the third? Oh, that's right. Yep. That is a pretty good crew, though. You know it?
Yeah, it is.
That's a state level crew right there. All right. Well, we've been doing a little talking. It's 17-15. They've been up and down. Hadn't been a whole lot of scoring though. Been knocking some threes and not going in. Hey, that was good defense right there. But 22.
He's strong enough.
Max Johnson
Strong enough to put
bucket.
that in, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Yeah. That was good straight up defense by Lance, and guess what? He didn't get called for the foul either. Hey, I tell you what, Noah, that's a good looking ball player right there. He's got the size for it. He's long, shoots the ball well, plays good defense, blocks out. Nice hustle play by Twin Rivers, and they're going to come up with 2.
Well, Twin Rivers under new coaching this year.
Yes, they do. Yeah, I think their coach actually went to Kennett.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the other coach, McBroom, from Clarkton, and then, of course, Seth is now at Kennett. And, of course, they got a win last night over Zenith in the Gideon tournament. So that's a good win for him.
That was a good win there.
All right. Looks like we're going to have a backcourt violation. I think it was tipped the first time, but then I think when he gathered it back up, he might have bounced on the end line. And Coach Hickson kind of agrees there.
Yeah, I think
he questioned it at first, but then he said, "Yeah,
I think that's what Bobby was telling him when that just happened."
Nice little rebound there, and hey, 3-pointer, and that's Eckenberg. If he gets hot, they're going to be in trouble. 24-17. We went from a 15-15 game, and all of a sudden they were on a little 9-2 run here. Holcomb showing some patience here against the man-to-man of Twin Rivers. Going to be.
Look like Twin Rivers ball.
Oh, Twin Rivers ball? Oh, okay. All right. I think everybody was a little confused on that one. 3 from the top of the key. Oh, and we got our first jump ball. Holcomb's basketball. Timeout, Holcomb. 3:34 to play in the second quarter. Twin Rivers put a little breathing room there. It's 24-17. We're actually going to take a quick break here, and I'm just going to turn the mics down for a minute so we can just take and catch our breath for a second. We'll be right back with you in just a minute. right, guys, we are back with you here. Holcomb has the ball in the front court. We're real close to that half-court line again. Up and in by Bradshaw. On a nice drive, but didn't make it. Twin Rivers with some good ball movement. Similar to a weave, I guess, out front, where they just kind of pass and go screen. Ball's inside. It's going to remain with Twin Rivers. Looks like Smith and Russell will be back in the game. Oh, I think we're going to have a turnover there. Yep. Tripled a little high.
Yeah, caught him carrying the ball.
Yeah. That's something that's not called as much as it used to be when we were in school.
Yeah.
We let them get away with a little more of that now than then. If the hand wasn't on top of the ball then, it was definitely a carry.
Yeah.
I call it the LeBron effect. Oh, man. He gets away with more travels than anybody in the NBA, and the NBA is notorious for travels.
Oh, yeah.
Still one of my favorite players, though. Of course, I always talk about that. I'll always be a Jordan fan, though.
I think everybody will. I think everybody's a Jordan fan.
Twin Rivers with a steal. Zayden Claunch with the bucket. 26-17, 2 minutes to go.
Holcomb ran into a little trouble here for
Yes, they have.
on scoring here.
Yep. Twin Rivers right now on an 11-2 run, looking to make it more. They have the ball inside. Boy, and a nice rebound, and gets his own rebound and a foul. That's one thing that Twin Rivers, their size has just really give Holcomb problems. They've really been tough on the boards. Lucester, who's taking a breather, he probably has a double-double in the first half. He's just been had a really good contest. Up and in for Bell. That'll be his first points of the night. And he makes both of them. 28-17, a minute 49 to go. Still in the backcourt. Better hurry and get it over there. There we go. Now we're in the front court. Nice defense. Really good defense by Holcomb there. Oh, and going to be fouled on the three. Smith put the three up, and looks like he's going to be fouled by Heckenberg.
We got 3 shots coming up.
That's right. This might get him out of that funk right here. I tell you what, though, early in the season, even I know you refereed some of the Riverbend over there. A lot of free throws missed early on. And I guess that's just to be expected. You know, you're trying to get back in the swing of things.
But yeah, most of them trying to get in shape.
That's right. Oh, and he misses both two. We might have jinxed him because we said he was going to help him get back into this. Missed the first two. Let's see if he gets this third one. Bet you a soda he makes this one. You gonna take the bet? Hey, I'm gonna get the soda from the hospitality room.
Oh, yeah.
So. He makes the third one. 28-18, 10-point lead for the Royals. Quickly into the front court they go. Out front to Lucester. Into the corner. Looking inside. Being really deliberate right now with a 10-point lead. You can do that. Back over to the other Hester, inside, back out, back over to the corner. Nice ball movement. Nice ball movement.
They got the shot they wanted.
They got the shot they wanted. Hester dismissed it, didn't he?
worked that ball in and got the shot that he wanted. He missed
Yeah,
it.
that's right. Quickly back the other way. And a blocking call on the floor, We're 46 seconds away from halftime. We've only had 3 fouls called this half. 2 against the Hornets, 1 against the Royals. That's a good way to stay out of foul trouble, isn't it?
Yeah, especially these days, you get 5 of them a quarter, then you shoot 2
That's
shots.
exactly right. Well, I tell you what, it's been really clean though. It's
Yeah.
you know, the play has dictated it. The officials haven't had to call a lot of fouls. It's been really clean. 3-pointer makes it 31-18. Coming up on a half a minute to play before halftime. Holcomb gets it in the front court. Noah blows by his defender. Out for a 3, in and out. Twin Rivers will have a chance here to take the last shot and have a pretty sizable lead going in at the half.
This quarter here hurt Holcomb. They didn't score for 1 point.
That's exactly right. And they no good after another nice shot. They just couldn't get it to go. 31-18 is our score at halftime. We'll do a little tallying here. Looks like we'll start with Holcomb since they're on my left here. Looks like Noah Kenner with 7. Jeremiah with a point. Landon Smith with 5. Brayton Wiggins with 2. Stephen Bradshaw with 3. On the other side, looks like Heckenberg with 4. Claunch with 2. Johnson with 2. And Luke Hester with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 14. Shaden Bell with 2 as he hit both of his free throws. So
Luke had a good half there.
yeah, his size, they had a hard time handling him on the inside. He basically scored at will in the first quarter. They went to him quite a bit, and when they didn't go to him, he got the offensive rebound and back up and in. But they done a little better job with him in the second quarter. But his teammates come on a little more in the second quarter there, and they were able to break open a close game, and now it's 31-18 at the half. We're going to take a quick break here as we've got 8 minutes before they'll be back out and playing. So we'll be back with you in about 5 minutes. Maybe we can talk about some of the other teams that we've seen this year and do a little bit of that when we come back, okay? Okay, guys, we are back. About 2 minutes before we're going to kick off the second half. We just talked to Coach McBroom from Clarkton, and he's going to come up and talk with us here in just a little bit. Maybe as another special guest and give some insights on, he's got an upcoming game against the Nellyville Tigers tonight, who's the 2 seed. Clarkton, who's had a ton of success the past couple of years. I think they're going to be down a little bit this year. I think they graduated a few, and then they lost another kid or two over to Risco, who didn't need any help anyway. 'Cause, boy, they are really Coach Blankenship. He's got a squad now. They're hoping to avenge a loss to Richland last year, who I guess fell to the eventual state champions, Chadwick. So,
and they're supposed to be pretty tough too.
Yeah. One thing about it is Richland and Clarkton and Risco are actually in separate districts this year. So, all right. Looks like that we've got Coach McBroom coming up, so we're gonna talk to him in just a minute. And no, right here, bud.
I'm a lot nicer on these things.
Are you?
Yeah.
You're saying you're not nicer broadcasting than you are when you're on the floor? Okay.
Yes.
All
yes,
right.
I think that's a fair assessment.
Well,
as long as there's no officials and there's no donkeys around, we're safe. All right.
I think that's maybe a little hit on Tommy coming up here, isn't it? He said no donkeys tonight.
No donkeys.
All right.
We had to hear the phrase "donkey bit me." I bet 1,000 times over the next month. So.
One thing about it is he'll never forget the donkey's name, right?
Yeah.
That's all right. Jack and Jack.
Pretty
right?
easy to remember.
Gotcha. Well, tell us about upcoming year for you guys.
It's going to be a fun year for us. It's a challenging year. We've got the 3 seniors, with James, Alex, and Caleb, Guyton. And then we're pretty young and inexperienced after that, so we're going to have to grow up in a hurry.
Well, yeah. Well, you've had pretty good success, though, of maybe bringing some younger kids along, and then maybe at the first of the year you don't win as much as you like to, but hey, when district time rolls around, you guys are always ready to roll.
Hey, well, let's hope that we're ready to roll this year. It's a long process, it's a long season, and Jim Bidwell always said that you can't ever get too high, you can't ever get too low. He said you're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are. So, we're just going to keep assessing where we're at and keep working on the things that we need to work on and try to get a little better each day.
Well, I tell you what, if you're using Bidwell as a role model, that's a pretty good guy.
We're pretty good friends with all of them.
He's just a heck of a guy. He's a heck of a coach, but he's even a better guy.
I hope Jordan's listening so he can hear. I really look up to Jim and Aaron. Jordan, I kind of have to look down at him.
Hey, I've seen a little bit of the conversations back and forth on Facebook, so I guess you guys maybe did a little bit.
There's not a better person in this world than Jordan Bidwell. Love him to death. Oh, man.
That's just a good basketball family.
Yeah. We're very fortunate, my family, to be friends with their family. They actually, the Bidwells have a cabin on Black River, just right north of Culin, where we grew up, and spent many days out. The rest of them would work, and me and Martha would sit on the porch and drink sweet tea. So it was a lot of fun to sit up there and watch Jordan and Cade and Aaron do a lot of work cleaning up the area and getting ready. And then me and Martha would let them know, oh man, I just got in trouble. Me and Martha would let them know what they needed to do and what they were doing wrong.
It sounds like you were spoiled a little bit.
Yeah,
Would your brothers say that?
My brothers and with Miss Martha, the Bidwells would too. It said that she made everybody work except for me. So, I'll take that.
That's awesome. Speaking of your brothers, I guess older brother got a big win last night.
Yes.
Nice win against Cena.
As a family, we're starting to learn some of these Cena or Kennett rivalries, and it was kind of described to us kind of like Poplar Bluff and Twin Rivers. So, real big win for him early on. His first varsity one at Kennett. So excited for him. Excited to see what he can do. He's enjoying it. He's having a good time. And, I'm still getting to lean on him for advice all the time. So that's another good one to get to lean on. Whoop.
That's a good call on the block there. 35-20 is our score. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk a little more. You guys can see it on TV. We're 5:52 left. Man, I just like talking basketball, and we can bring a lot of insight to it. Like I said, I saw your brother back in the spring at the state tournament when Kennett was there. Bernie happened to be there, and we were there, and he comes strolling up in a gold shirt with a K on it.
He looked good.
Man, you really look good.
Didn't he?
Absolutely.
First time.
Absolutely.
The only time I ever say he looks good is whenever people say me and him look alike.
Man.
As I get older, is all the time. I don't know
Oh.
if that's a compliment to him or an insult to me, but it's one or the other.
Yeah, I think all three of you guys do favor it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say which bad or good, but you guys do.
If Kate just had a little more hair, he'd really look like us.
Yeah. Is there ever a competition on who's the better athlete?
There's conversations of it, and one time we sat out and had a race, and I think Cade was the only one to finish. So
We'll let him.
Me and Seth had a bad back. I rolled my ankle, and Cade limped across the finish line. So we'll let him have the title.
All right. Well, I'll have to make sure the next time I see him, I congratulate him.
Yeah, you'll have to let him know that congratulations. He's the most athletic McBroom.
All right.
It's not that hard to beat.
That's right. 40-23 is our score here. 4:54 left. Looks like Holcomb's got a break. Oh, we're going to have a turnover going the other way. Know anything about Nellyville tonight? They're the 2 seed.
Yeah, they're 2 seed. Burden's been there for a while. They're going to play fast. They're going to play extremely hard. Cason Stevens has been in high school for 7 or 8 years.
Yes,
I'm going to
he
start
has.
calling him Perry Ellis. And they've got a lot of good pieces, and I think they're expecting to have a really good year. And
I think
so. we're going to come out and we're going to compete hard. You're going to see my 3 seniors go out. You're going to see 3 freshmen and a junior. That's going to be our rotation, and we're going to roll with the punches. We're going to try to get a little better, and
Take your lumps early, but get ready for what's coming
and
on
not
later.
even not even a lump. Who's to say we can't come out and compete with them?
No, tonight I know, but I'm just saying.
I know you didn't mean it. Yeah. And,
you guys play a pretty good schedule looking
man.
down the line. So,
Yeah,
who's your AD there?
I don't know, but there for a while I was really wanting to get out of the Clarkton Holiday Tournament. It was just too stacked.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Which we got the seed meeting for that tomorrow, so that's exciting. But just kind of looking at it. Last Friday we played Greenville, Class 3 school, and then tonight we're playing Nellyville, Class 2 school, expecting to have a good year. And no matter what happens in our game and what happens in the 3-6 game, we're going to play a Class 2 school between Bloomfield and Campbell, which I think both are, high expectations of their own teams. And
Absolutely.
So, good. We're very happy to be in this tournament. This is our first year. I think Clarkton might have been in it in the past, but
in recent history, though.
In recent history, this is our first year back in it. And I was very fortunate that Coach Long reached out and let me know, and we were quick to get in it because, again, this is a great tournament for us, and it will really make us battle-tested. And if we make it to January, we're going to be just fine.
Yeah. Year in and year out, this tournament will be good for you.
Yes.
It
for
absolutely
sure.
will.
I'm
Some
sure.
good teams.
I'm sure Coach Fowler is about tournament out. They host a JV tournament last week, and then they every 2 or 3 years they host this tournament.
That's right.
On those years where he hosts both, all he needs is the Christmas tournament that year and the conference tournament that year. He just hosts everything.
That's right. So, where will the Tri-County be held this year? Do we know that?
We're going to go to Southland this year.
Go to Southland. Well, that's a nice little drive.
And then also we vote on the district tournament tomorrow too. So, we'll find out where that's going to be at. Yeah. We've had a couple teams put in to host it. And I'm the chair this year, so I've got to just let Misha know who's hosting it.
Gotcha. Is that just a straw vote there?
Just teams put in. Gotcha. They tell me if they're interested, and then when we get to the meeting tomorrow, I'll say so-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so all put in. Who you guys vote for? They write it down on a piece of paper, give it to me. Whoever gets the most votes, that's who hosts.
I guess you guys do have a pretty good squad that moved in from District 2 to District 1 this year. I saw them play last night, and they're not bad.
They're okay. They're okay. Happy for Blank. You know, he's been doing it a long time.
Yeah.
Happy for Coach Hill. You know, those are good guys over there. They work hard. They do things. You know, they do things the right way. I want to beat them. You know, but I'm happy that they're looking forward to high expectations.
Yeah, they are.
We've got Risco's secret weapon on our coaching staff. So
that's
actually,
right.
we've got 2 of Risco's secret
you
weapons. We got Nathan Burnett and Morgan Ludwig. So.
I'll tell you what. Hey, if you could dress those guys out, that might help a bunch.
They might get a little playing time.
Absolutely. Yeah. I don't know.
Probably draw something up for Nate every once in a while.
Yeah. Yeah, the Burnett kid, he did all right there.
He did all right. I don't think he's quite as good as his daddy, but I don't know.
I'll tell you what. Now, people can say we want to, but I played open gym with Danny, and Danny, when he was in his 40s, could still jump up.
He come in the other day and touch the rim.
Yeah.
I said, well, I did that once when I was 17.
Yeah, that's right.
Or 16, yeah.
Something, yeah. But, yes, he is. I tell you what, Hester has been dominant in this game for them. His size is just hard to contend with.
Big, strong, fast.
Absolutely. Good hands, good footwork.
A lot of kids on this Twin Rivers team. We gotta watch grow up. You know, Max Johnson.
Right. Sure.
They're both Hesters.
Yeah.
Even the other kids. You know, like a Heckenberg, Will Parker.
Yeah.
So.
Good kids, aren't they?
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah, for the most part.
I'm sure they're like everybody else.
Yeah. They can play a little baseball too, you know.
That's what I hear. Shout out to Chris Newman, conference champs this year.
That's right.
Good for him. Happy for him. Well, all right, Tim, I'm going to hand it back over to Donnie. I'm going to get down here.
Good to talk to you.
See if we
good
can't
luck
figure
tonight.
something out. I appreciate it, guys.
Hey, guys, get after them, okay?
You got it.
All right. All right, that was an interesting visit.
Oh, yeah.
Always like Coach McBroom. He is a competitor.
Yeah.
He loves to get after it. He expects a lot out of his kids, and I'm telling you, they give it back. You know what? They do. He's I guess won the district tournament 2 years in a row over there now.
Yeah.
It may have been more than that. Is it 3?
I want to say 3.
Oh, gotcha. But anyway, and there was a couple of those years they come in and they weren't the favorite and ended up pulling it out. I know 2 years ago it was Risco that was in there, who's back in there now, and then last year I guess or year before last, wasn't it? Well, I tell you what, these years kind of, well, they are 3 years in a row because they beat Risco and Delta C7 the 1 year when Delta C7 had a really good squad. And anyway, we're still hanging around the 20-point mark. It's 45-26, 2:19 to go here. Looks like the defense, they've turned it back up on the man-to-man. And it goes out of bounds.
Holcomb still having trouble scoring around the basket there.
They are. They're getting good shots. They just can't seem to make them, aren't they? I tell you what, though, by the time the end of the season rolls around, those shots are going to go.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Hickson will have them where they are. It's a learning process sometimes, you know it. A lot of kids aren't used to playing varsity, and now, boom, here they are playing on the varsity squad. And
It is.
Coming
from
Yeah.
8th grade, freshman.
That's exactly right.
B team.
Jump a little higher,
Yeah,
people
then
a little stronger, you know.
You go to that A team, it's totally different.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a nice steal there. It looks like Heckenberg's going to take it. In for the deuce.
Got to be one of those special kids that can jump out of.
Yeah, there's
from 8th grade to go to varsity.
Yeah,
varsity 4 years.
I've seen a few of them.
Oh,
you know.
Yeah, I have too.
Yeah. Now, some people may not know it, but Donnie's famous anyway. But he may be the most famous right now for his son, Dontre, who happens to be back-to-back state championship coach for New Madrid County Central. And he had a kid that could step up as a freshman and play, couldn't he?
Yes.
Jadis, now playing on the next level at Lindenwood College.
Yeah. I've been watching him. I think double figure every game.
Yeah, well, I actually looked over the weekend, and he was, they're still by Heckenberg, up and in, 49-26. Yeah, Jadis is averaging like, what, 13.5 and 7, which is really good for a freshman.
A true freshman.
A true freshman. That's right. He's not a redshirt. Yeah, he was absolutely playing high school basketball last year. And I tell you, I guess I was watching the Mizzou game. Did you see when he got the steal and went down and stepped at the Mizzou game? Now, I tell you what, if that don't make you proud there. Sure enough. Of course, we were both over there on Friday night at the River Bend to get to see New Madrid in the ring ceremony, and that's pretty special. I've got to see that 2 years in a row now, and that's pretty neat. Nice little inbound play there by the Hornets you guys saw. It's 49-28. We're right at a half minute left to go in the third quarter. Ball goes to the corner, three's up and in. That's number 11. Patterson with the three, 52-28. Yeah. And we have a jump ball. Coach Jenkins now, he's got another young squad coming up. It's going to be good. He's got a couple seniors, but he's probably going to be playing some underclassmen this year, isn't he?
Yeah. He got a couple freshmen from last that's up. He said he's going to have to bring up.
Gotcha. Yeah. You know, every school goes through that, and especially after you go in the state championship 2 times in a row, and you graduate. You know. Yeah. What he graduated BJ, 4 last year, didn't he?
Yeah. BJ. Jadis, the little guard.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of his name. Gosh, if you say his name, I'll say, yeah, that's him. But yeah, really, really good little guard there.
Oh, yeah, I watched. I went up to state last year, 25th year referee.
That's congratulations, by the way.
And they was playing, and that guard, he helped them out a whole bunch.
Yes.
They had 3 people on Jadis, and that kid stepped up. AJ, that's his name.
Yeah, that's right. AJ is his name. You're exactly right.
He stepped up big time.
Yes. Well, and I mean, not just in the state tournament, but he did that, and especially BJ in foul trouble, and they needed, somebody to really provide a spark, and he did, and he was a little bit smaller too, was he? Probably 5'8", 5'9", but boy, he was quick as a hiccup.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely turned the corner on you and could finish too. But yeah, watching the games the other night, Missouri didn't fare too well. Those Tennessee and Arkansas teams were pretty doggone good.
Yes, they was.
Campbell had a squad out of Memphis there, and man, they had a kid that could just jump out of the gym. Overton, yeah. And he was only a junior, and they listed him at like 6'7", but he had a wingspan that was about 7'2", and there's a couple of times I thought he hit his head on the rim.
I saw he did it the next night too against Maul. He played Maul.
That's right, absolutely. The next night, yeah. I think he probably had 8 or 9 dunks when I watched it, and there was just no stopping him. But Campbell had a good second half in that game and came back and was able to, cut down. I think the final score ended up only being by 7, so that was a real good showing for them. Yeah. Our beloved Green Wave, they graduated a lot last year too, and so he's going to rely on some youngsters this year to kind of help out. They're probably going to take a few lumps too this year, a little bit, until they get things kind of squared away. And
they opening up tonight against Donovan.
Against Donovan. Yeah. You know what? That might be a pretty good ball game. You know what? Another nice pass there. Looked like Hester over to Parker. And 56-30 is our score. Donnie, in a blowout, what's the one thing that an official always loves to see?
I'd like to see that
30 points. That's when the clock runs. Yeah. I don't know. It's not really a goal, but boy, as an official, you sure smile when it gets there because you know your night's a little bit closer to being over. And by the fourth quarter, boy, you're tired anyway, you know it. But I tell you what, I would absolutely rather have a game that's a nail-biter than have something like this because it's so hard to stay focused when you got a game like this. And not taking anything away from it, but you know, when that score is, you know, if it's 56-55 right now, you know you're zoned in, you know, and when you get up there and you're in the high 20s and stuff, it's real easy to book off or something. And boy, you get your butt chewed sometimes, even in a game like that.
Well, you sit down, you're not paying attention. Next thing you know, the ball is at the other end of the
That's
court.
exactly
and
right.
You still down here at this end.
Yeah, yeah. Or your partner who hasn't flexed the whole quarter decides to flex,
Oh,
and then you're sitting in the C when you're supposed to be on the baseline. That's happened to me before a time or
Me
two.
too. Me too.
It happens to all of us, but I'm gonna tell you. Officiating is one of the hardest things I've ever done, but it's also one of the most fun things I've ever done. Hey, I tell you what, Heckenberg, he's got some nice footwork, and that really looked good there. He's turned out to have a nice night here, and we just made it to our 30-point plateau. 60-30 is our score. Oh,
They got away with a kickball.
yeah, I think that should have been a kick right there. I think it should have been, but hey.
We
It
missed it.
happens. Hey, nice little move on the inside. Good job. That's Brayton Wiggins once again with the bucket. Oh, nice steal. Oh, and a nice, hey, that was a nice block by Hester, yeah. We haven't said Jake often, but anyway. Oh, looks like we got some wholesale changes here. That's usually what happens once you get up in there. But man, if look down the Holcomb bench, looks like he might have some injuries down there. He's Coach Hickson only has 7 players on the bench right now. He's got a lot of others. Only got 7 that are dressed. Fun time right now for these kids. Some of these kids don't get to play, but they're getting to go at it right now.
Once you get 30 points, like you said, some of them that don't play get in.
Yeah.
Get a little voice down.
That's exactly right. That's what it's all about. Well, oh no. Little breakaway there, and good sportsmanship. Like to see that. That'll send Jake Hester to the line. What's another good thing about a 30-point lead and a 2-shot foul? That clock's still running, isn't it? Telling off our secrets up here, aren't I?
Yeah.
Oh, it's all in good fun. The only difference is I'm not going to ref anymore, and you are. You'll be back at it next week, won't you? Maybe?
Plan on.
Gotcha. Is it your knee?
Yeah. I think it says a little cyst in the back of my knee.
Gotcha.
It's giving me a little trouble. So.
Just flares up from time to time?
Yes.
Just needs a little rest? You put
that's it.
brace on it maybe?
Yeah.
Throw a little icy hot on it and you're good to go?
Yes.
All right.
I've been doing the junior high games, and in that varsity game, I had to speed up a little bit.
Yes.
Wheels don't go fast no more.
Yeah. You know, I've said that a lot too. Is man, now with the way it is, and girls, girls basketball starts in September.
Yeah.
And so you start out doing a few girls games, and you go to a boys game, and then the next thing you know, it's November, and you start with jamborees, and then varsity, and then, man, by the time you get to February, you're wore out. You know what? Because you've already done just a ton of quarters. And so at least for us old guys. Now the young guys, it doesn't bother them at all. Well, my knees, they definitely knew that I had done too many the last year that I did it.
Well, they'll let you know.
Yes, they will.
They'll let you know.
And it ain't something you can work through either when you're old like us. I hate saying that, but, I said earlier, class of 85, we got a 40-year reunion this year.
Yeah.
That's tough, isn't it? 64-32, 2 minutes left to go in this contest. Looks like the Twin Rivers Royals are going to move on, and they'll be in the consolation championship on Friday night, and we won't even know who their opponent is until after tonight and then Thursday night. So we're going to have 2 losers, and then the losers will play Thursday night in the early game. And then that's who the Royals will play.
Twin Rivers coach, after Bobby got about a call.
Oh, no. I rep with a bunch of guys. He's not really the one you want to get after.
Yeah.
Bobby's done it long enough that, Bobby knows what he's doing. When a coach got after us, we pretty well took it. Bobby don't take it. Bobby dishes it back. And I tell you what, one of the funniest guys you'll ever meet. If you ever ref with him, and he's a good guy. Minute to play, and another 3. Yeah, now they're falling. Earlier they weren't falling for the Royals. 69-32. Just think this game was tied at 15 at one time. Hey, nice steal by the Hornets. He thought about it. I'd shoot it. And a hold. Looks like that'll be Twin Rivers' first foul. Holcomb gets it in. And a long 3 is good. Nice shot there. Chris Boyd.
That'll about do it.
With a 3. Yeah, it sure will. We're down to our last few minutes here. All right. Well, hey, we're going to take a break here. We're going to go get something to drink. Maybe be back here with a couple minutes, and we'll talk about the next game. We already know it's going to be Clarkton and Nellyville, but we're going to go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back with you here with about the 2-minute mark to go before the next game. passing lanes and doing a good job. Ball comes into the corner. Elbow jumper is no good, but Nellyville gets the rebound. Stevens with the bucket. Quick timeout by the Reindeer. We're going to talk about things. 30-second timeout. Donnie, I don't think I had my mic up there for a while.
Oh, yeah?
I think you turned me up. I can hear better now.
Okay. The guy in the hospitality room said we wasn't talking loud.
Oh, okay.
Said we sound like Tommy. We wasn't talking loud.
Oh, no. Hey, we better turn this thing on up a little bit, hadn't we? We'll go one more notch, and if we're too loud, y'all can tell us to turn it down.
Okay.
I've never been accused of being soft-spoken, but I guess if I'm not speaking loud enough, maybe I don't have my mic close enough to my face or something. That's really what it is. All right, Clarkton's going to inbound the basketball. Again, both teams playing zone here as we start, kind of an extended zone by Nellyville. There's a drive and good shot right off the front of the rim. Back comes Nellyville on the run. Down the corner. Pass inside. Back out. And a good rebound there. Redden will bring it up into the front court. Passes. And a bucket. 2-2 is our score. 6:18 left in the first quarter. We are just underway in game 2 of the night. Long three-pointer is good. Man, I think Coach McBroom said earlier, he's played about 7 years, I think. But no, I tell you, no, he started as a freshman, and it's just, man, he's a heck of a player. But he is a senior this year, so there is some hope for some other folks that might have thought that he was still only a sophomore. No, he's a heck of a player.
You know, it's when you get in there and play as a freshman, people see you and they think you have played over your time. You know,
well, in his size, he's been a good sized kid since he was younger. And he's got good size. He's long and lean. And I tell you, he shoots the ball very, very well. As we saw from him, that's about a 30-footer that he just launched a while ago. That would have been an NBA three.
Yeah, this coach used to say he shot that from outside.
Yeah.
Outdoors.
That's right. They would have, if I'd have shot that, that would put me on the bench. I said, no, that's out of your range. Of course, anything out of the paint was out of my range. 5-2 is our score. Clarkton has the ball. Dishes to the corner. Offense. Both refs had the call there, and we got us an offensive foul going the other direction. Coach McBroom wasn't sure about that one. Like I said, he is a competitor, though. He will question it. A long three is no good. Clarkton basketball.
He's not shy.
No. That's one thing Coach McBroom will never be. Yeah, any of the three Coach McBrooms, they're all characters, I like to say. Clarkton's moving it around. I tell you what, that's great ball movement. Hey, and a nice finish. I tell you what, I saw Redden play as an 8th grader last year, and he was pretty well dominant as an 8th grader. Hey, nice steal. Looky here. We're going to go in a breakaway. 6-5. Clarkton takes the lead. But I knew he was going to be a good player. Sure enough. His daddy wasn't a bad player. You remember him?
Yeah, I remember that team.
Yeah.
That he played on.
Yeah. Ferguson, Redden. I mean, you know, they weren't bad. But I tell Casey too. I think he takes after his mom. He's probably a little bit better player than Casey was. Nah. We're just joking up here. We'd hate for anybody to think that they weren't a bad player. But with Casey, you know, he knows he was good. And it looks like Nellyville gets the steal, and they take the lead back, 7-6. Oh, no. 8-5. All right. Well, I stand corrected then.
Yeah, they got it backwards up there.
I think they do. We'll see if they correct it here in a little bit.
Yeah, White should be home, shouldn't he?
Yeah. Should be. I really think the score is wrong. I think we might get it corrected here in a minute.
Yeah.
I think I'm kind of looking down there right now. I think they're trying to correct it. Nice look. I think we'll get it right now. If my calculations are right, should have been the 2 there.
I said 9-6. 9-6.
And I thought it should have been 10-6, but that's all right. They must have just given him a 2 on that. 9-6, Nellyville leads. We'll get it squared away here in a little bit. Just like I said, we'll be a little rusty because it's our first games. So we'll referees and scores. Does that mean we got a good sound now? Is that what you're telling us? I said, do we have a good sound now? Yeah. All right. Thanks for letting us know. As Nellyville, another bucket. It should be 12-6 now if my calculations are right, and another steal. Man, I tell you, that's
careless with the ball here.
Yep. And another 3. Boy, they just keep adding on. And Clarkton will take another one as they try to slow down this opportunistic Nellyville defense. They've kind of extended that 2-3 zone, but boy, I tell you, they're in the passing lanes and they're real active on that second level. All right, I think we're trying to get this score squared away. I think that's right. That's what I had, 15-6. So now they've got it squared away, and that is the correct score. Boy, you can't beat the hospitality room here at Campbell, can you?
No.
Some really good food. We're going to give kudos to Mrs. Crane. She took over this year, and boy, she's really done a good job with it. Again, almost another steal. Oh, and they get it. Boy, good call there. I think he got a little quick there, a double dribble, but boy, Nellyville is coming out playing really hard. They're solidifying why they're the 2 seed. Into the front court. Clarkton takes it. Into the corner. Back around.
No, they usually come in with a competitive team. They year in and year out. Nellyville do.
Yes, they do. Yeah. You know, one thing you can say about them, they're always going to be well coached.
Yeah.
They really are. Looks like they got another steal, another pass in. Hey.
I just ran into the old coach that used to coach him out there. He's going to the hospitality room when I was coming out.
Yeah, I think he decided to trade the coaching ranks for officiating.
Yeah.
I officiated with him last year over at Gideon in the district tournament there.
Oh, okay. All right.
He had some good teams through the years too. I think he decided he wanted to be administrator as well. (15-6), 1:11 to play. We got a charge there. Back to Nellyville.
Tell you what, Tim, guys gonna get their lick on Clarkton. They better get it. They better get it these next couple of years, man. They got an 8th grade team come up. I had them 2 or 3 times.
Yes.
They was pretty good. I think they ended up going 21-0.
Yeah. And, you know, the 7th grade team was right behind them too. I think they only lost once, didn't they?
Once or twice.
Maybe twice. Yeah, I know. Early on, I'd seen them play too, and they're not bad. And I tell you what. You've got 3 freshmen playing right here for now. So if you're looking at the 9th grade, 8th grade, and the 7th grade, you're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They can keep them all together.
That's right.
There.
Maybe that's why Coach McBroom was so positive a while ago. He knows.
Yeah.
He knows. You know, I really think Clarkton is a really good fit for Coach McBroom. He really enjoys being there, and I think you'll see him there for a long time.
That helps, and coaches, if you're happy there, you know, and get the kids involved in the game. So, you know,
oh yeah,
get that coach respect, and they'll play for you. They got that respect for you.
Yeah, and then you know you build it, and you just get kids playing and all that. So.
There's old saying said, if you build it, they will come.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Yeah.
15-6. So this is this opening round game. Of course, the winner of this game moves to the semifinals, and they'll play the winner of our 3rd game tonight, which will be the 3rd-seeded Campbells, who are our host, playing the 6th-seeded Bloomfield Wildcats, who there's a lot of folks that think Bloomfield will make some noise this year. Think that they're on their way up. I know they've got a good coach, and he's putting in the time too, and I think they'll be pretty decent this year.
You know, Tim, some changes around in the districts. You know, when you got that 2A.
Yeah.
That 2A. It'll be a rough playing and reffing and all that.
Absolutely.
How they move the classes around and the teams around in it.
Yeah. Of course, you know, Class 1, you know, with Malden dropping to 2, which they're not there now, but if they stay, I mean, with the youngsters they have, you know, and seeing it dropping to Class 2,
you got,
you know, but of course you got South Penn. Yeah, and then that's in your District 2. That's right. That's just that's going to be a heck of a district right there. Yeah.
But the District 1 down here, you got Campbell, Malden, Holcomb.
That's exactly
right. South Penn. I mean, any given day, you know.
Yes, that's right.
One of them teams can pull it out. You know, get on the hot streak there. So.
Yeah, I know. Hayti had some really good youngsters last year that played, and then they had a new coach that come, and I guess he brought his son with him, and I hear he's a really good player. So Hayti hopes to make some noise, and I'm gonna tell you, anybody who's watched our Camels, they'll tell you that they're really good. And I tell you what, we were talking about Redden there. He drains a 3. Not only is he good inside, but he can shoot the ball too. Nellyville answers right back, 17-9. 7 minutes to go before half.
They work that ball real good around that horn.
They sure
Pass it.
did, yep.
They don't let it set. They get it out of the hand. That's what you got to do to get that defense off.
That's exactly right. But yeah, like you said, that District 2 with Charleston in it, I know there's a lot of folks that didn't like to see that. But not only that, though, you know, you got South Pim, who, of course, went all the way to the Final Four last year, you know, with him having his district realigned. And I say him, is that? Oh, okay, gotcha. We just got an update here. Hayti is winning 11-6 over our Campbell Lady Camels early in the contest. That's of course, which we said earlier that the Lady Camels upset Zenith last night, so they're a 6th seed playing the 2-seeded Hayti, and Hayti, of course, hosting that tournament over there. That's the Al Jackson Memorial. But there's plenty of time for them to come back. Redden with the offensive rebound. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2.
11-8, the end of the first.
11-8 into the first quarter. We're going to keep you updated on that. And I know I talked to Tommy earlier, and we are going to do some girls' games this year. You will hear Boot Hill Broadcasting bringing the Lady Campbells, and hopefully soon we will let you know what our schedule will be. That talking about some youngsters, that team, you know, freshman and sophomore laden, and for them already to be winning basketball games, that's a good deal. Nice ball movement there, boy. I tell you what, Nellyville is they offensively they are really good. Nice play there. Get in there. Good job. Clarkton answers 19-12. 6 minutes to go. But there's a walk. Back to everything. I was talking to Coach McGowan from South Pim, and they were wondering if Charleston. Of course, they knew Charleston was going to be in Class 2, but they just didn't know if they were going to be in District 1 or District 2. He said it really doesn't matter what district they're in. If they're in Class 2, everybody has to take note.
Yes.
But we watched them over in River Bend this weekend. They are they're young right now. I think they start 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior. So they'll have some growing pains too. But I guarantee you, when it rolls around district time, they'll be firing on all cylinders, and they'll be a tough task. And I know Puxico, they returned a bunch, and they were hopeful to make a run this year, and they will have to overcome a really good Charleston bunch to do it, but not to say they can't, because I really think they can.
Oh yeah,
they've got all the tools. All right, 22-12 is our score here. It's easy to start talking about stuff and kind of lose track of things, but you guys get to see it on TV. It's not like we're on the radio, so y'all are watching it. Listen to us or mute us one. Nice give and go there. A little bit of defense, though. Boy, these guys are scrambling. Good job, yep. A hand from Coach McBroom. Coach Burton's been unusually quiet tonight. Look at him. He's not up or anything. He's usually can be a little animated on the sidelines, can't he?
I think right now he likes the way his team playing. So
yeah, they're firing on all cylinders, aren't they? They sure are. Not only offensively, but defensively as well. And one there. Stevens knocks another one down. Misses the free throw. Clarkton's showing some patience here. Into the high post. And dish out for the three. It's good. 24-15. 4:05 to play before halftime. Two shots as we got a foul on the end line.
I guess I think he got it ready again. It's the second
Oh, no.
one.
Yeah. Oh, and again, they missed the free throw. Oh, they missed both. Like I said, it's early in the season. They'll clean that up later. Hey, nice move there. Yeah, it is getting. Looks like we're going to have a tie up. Nellyville's ball. Clarkton will inbound the ball. Trailing by 9, 24-15. 3 minutes to go before half. Cross-court pass. On the floor again. And the ball's going to go to Nellyville.
Out of bounds on it.
Gotcha. I thought it was going to be a jump ball again, but I guess he was out of bounds when they were
laying his back down. He was out of bounds.
Gotcha. Skip pass. I think they're trying to set Stevens up for another three, but Clarkton, they're being really wary of where he's at. He's definitely a scorer. Nice little move by the youngster. That's number 14. We don't have him on the schedule here. Let's just look here and see. That was off the program. We'll look and see what the scorebook showed. Find out who number 14 is. I'm going to bet he's a freshman. What do you want to bet? Jace Dodd. We don't have him on our official program over here, but he is on the scorebook, so we don't know what grade he is, but good-looking little player. (24-15) is our score. So Nellyville timeout this time. Full timeout. I think Coach Burden was pretty happy with things were going, but they've kind of hit a lull here. I think he let them know there. Time to step up and go again. Because you're right, they don't want to let Clarkton just hang around.
Yeah.
Because if they do, you know, we've already seen they got some kids that can put it in the hole. Got a quick foul. That'll be Jace Dodd they were just talking about. He's going to pick up his first. Nice pass underneath and up. Oh, but it's blocked. Out of bounds. Going to go back to Nellyville. 2 minutes to play before halftime. 24-15. Like I said, we had a lot of excitement there for a while, but it's kind of slowed down a little bit. 3 from the corner. No good. We got a push. We'll go the other direction here. 14 with the push. I think that's going to be the 5th team foul.
Yeah, I guess that's the second foul. Second foul. Dobbs.
And you alluded to this earlier, but with the new rule that was implemented last year, no 1-and-1 anymore. After 5 fouls on the quarter, you shoot 2.
Shoot 2.
Do you think that takes a little bit of the strategy out of the game?
Yes, I think it does. Yeah.
But guess what? You got to make free throws either way. Yeah. You know, you go up there, and of course, if you brick the first one and make the second one, saying, well, if they'd done 1-and-1, they wouldn't have got the second one. But then again, guess what? On this end of the floor, it's the same thing. So you're still going to foul if you're behind. All right. So that's going to send Cowart to the line, who is also a freshman. And he knocks the second one down.
Some of our programs have to move freshmen up this year.
Yeah.
Not enough for upperclassmen.
That's right.
Outplaying. So they got to move freshmen up.
Well, lucky,
a squad there.
That's right. Well, he and another nice tank of a charge there. But yeah, Coach McBroom, he graduated, well, I know 3 good seniors, from that squad last year. Yeah. Then he had a couple of kids that moved out. I think maybe their dad transferred and playing for another school. So when you look at losing 4 or 5 kids, that's a rebuild time. You know it?
Yeah.
So I think they're doing fine, holding their own right here against a really talented Nellyville squad. 24-16. 1:20 to go. Alex just picked up his second foul, and another quick foul here. Number 2, Coronado picked up the foul. That's going to send Nellyville back to the line. And the first one's going to be a little short there. Looked like me shooting free throws right there. Of course, I shot him at the end of the year like that. He's at the first of the year. All right, he's going to make this one. Well, I bet you that soda.
Got to realize when you
look at there. Nice.
When you the end of the practice, when you're tired, that's when you go shoot the free throws.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nice pass. Gotten with the finish. 25-18. 1 minute to play before halftime. Nice defense there by Gotten also. Johnson on the go. Whoa. Get in there. Nope. Tell you what, Clarkton is battling. Man, they are battling. They are a little undermanned here. I know even Coach McBroom would say that, but boy, they are playing their hearts out. 27-18, 30 seconds to go before the half. Clarkton brings it to the front court. Whoa. That's against this team as quick as Nellyville is. No lob passes. You're going to have to make some direct passes. You know it. 15 seconds to go. Oh, and hey, that worked out nice. Oh, he missed the bunny. 4 seconds. 3, 2. Oh, and count the basket. And 1. we're counting the basket. We're going to shoot one right here before we go in for halftime. That was a nice move there. 32-18 at half. It's going to be our score. Well, Donnie, we knew coming in, and even Coach Brim told us that Nellyville was, a lot of kids back. They're athletic. They're going to play hard, and they showed us in this first half, didn't they?
Yes, they did, Tim. Yeah, good shooting, hustling.
That's right.
Defense. I mean, they passing the ball. They was doing it all. And like you said, they slacked off there for a minute, but like you said, Coach Burton called a timeout. I think
he motivated them, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that, that halftime speech.
Yeah.
I know in high school, we had Coach McFerrin, and he always would motivate you really well.
Oh, yeah.
Coach Bobby Spencer, he was the assistant coach, and he was the one that would throw a couple of basketballs off the lockers behind you and stuff to kind of get you woke up, So
yeah.
But anyway, I tell you what, we're going to go down and we're going to get some stats, see who scored what, and we're going to be back here in about 5 minutes to get you caught up on the scoring, and then we'll start with the second half of play. 32-18 is our score here at halftime. Game 2, Game 3, Campbell, Bloomfield will be on tap next. Unfortunately, Donnie, you and we're going to step aside, aren't we? And we're going to let the A-team take over then. And
let them have it there.
That's exactly right. And we're going to watch a good ball game tonight. But we'll see you guys in about 5 minutes.
Okay. Like the other light.
Is that good?
Yeah.
Better?
Yeah.
That better, Rick? Leave it right there. Okay. Yeah, it looks good through here too. All right, thank you, Rick. Yeah, they fly. Yeah, they do good. Can you hear them okay, Rick? All right, glad to hear it. Oh no, but you know, what can I say?
All right. We are back on here. We're going to talk about the scoring here in the first half. We'll start out with the Clarkton Reindeer. Johnson, he had a good first half. Looks like he had 2, 4, 6, 9, 10 points in the first half. He's going to lead the Reindeer in scoring, but he does have 2 fouls. Caleb Redden, he ended up with a 3 and a deuce. He ended up with 5 points. He has 2 fouls also. Guyton got a bucket for him. He's got 2 points and a foul. And Cowart has a free throw, and he's foul free. Juarez does have 2 fouls also for the Reindeer. But other than that, they look to be in good shape. Nobody with 3 fouls. So they should be good for the second half of play. On the Nellyville side, of course, got to talk about Stevens. Boy, he had a heck of a first half.
Oh, yeah.
17 points in the first half. That's pretty good. I had 17 points. I think first half of my senior year, I think is what it was. Yeah. Yeah, the first half, the first 12 games I'm talking about.
A couple of them wasn't right on the basket neither. They was,
yeah, he had a couple of long-range threes, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did have 2 threes in the first half.
I think they was back there at the volleyball line.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he definitely has some range on him. There's no doubt about that. Wolfram, he also knocked down a 3, and has 7. Zach Calley had a 3 also, and he's got 5 as we speak. And Carson Parker has 3, and that should wind out our scoring. As far as foul trouble, Shands has 2, Connor has 2, Dodd has 2, and Rollin has 1. So all in all, a good first half. We might ask Tommy if he's got an update on the Hayti Campbell girls game. We'd like to see how that's going. Maybe someone that's listening could let us know. We'd sure like to know how the Lady Camels are doing. But here we are. We're back to second half of play. Right in the corner, and a 3-pointer. A little long off the iron. Nellyville's back the other way. Here they come running. Stevens with a 3, and it's nothing but net. 20 points. 35-18, 17-point lead early on in this third quarter. Tell you what, Stevens with his size, man, he's an inside-outside type player, you know it?
Yeah.
He's a good-looking ball player. Tons of varsity experience. Has that big wingspan. Nice inbound play, and almost gave them dividends there. Oh, they missed 2 bunnies there. But, hey, those are shots that will probably go later in the year. They're just trying to get things going right now. Another long-range 3 off the iron. Rebound, Redden. And he'll bring the ball up the floor. Over to Johnson. Back to Redden. Nice give and go there. Nice play. 35-20. Just under 7 minutes to play. Nellyville passes up a 3 there. I figured he'd pull it. Well, if Stevens is past half court, they're going to guard him now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Nice little runner in the lane there.
Should give some other guys some good look in the middle.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. When you got to extend your zone out for a 3-point shooter, the inside usually is open, and that's what happened there. I think that was Parker that got that bucket there. Miss, and back comes Nellyville again. Man, if that one would have went, we might have brought the house down.
Oh, yeah.
Johnson goes all the way, and nice. Tell you what, he's a good-looking athlete, too. He's leading Clarkton right now with 12. Nice block out there by the Reindeer, and they get the rebound. They're going to go the other way. Three-pointer partially blocked. Nellyville comes up with it. On the run. Cross-court pass. Oh.
A little too far.
Missed 2 in a row. Might not say that all year long again. He's definitely a shooter.
Yeah.
He squares his shoulders, boy. It's almost good. He almost had too long to think about it right there. You know what? Sometimes when you shoot just off the pass, it's a little better. Oh, man. Callie baited him into that, and he gets the steal and down. I think that might be his second or third steal just off the wing right there. Just doing that. You lob it with him, and he's getting after it. Johnson on the inside again, and hey, he scores it again.
Johnson taking it to the hole pretty good.
He is, man. He definitely he puts his head down and he goes and he finishes. He had a couple early on that didn't go for him, but boy, here lately he's done it. I tell you what, hey, 39-24 is our score. Clarkton just got the rebound and they're in the front court with a basketball. Got a chance to get back in this thing. In the lane, another good pass. But we've got an offensive foul. All right, we got a timeout by Nellyville. Well, as we catch our breath here, that's been a pretty entertaining 3 minutes of play there, hadn't it?
Yeah, it lowered that shoulder. I think he should have just went on up instead of lowering that shoulder.
I think you're exactly right.
He was right there under the goal.
Yeah.
I mean,
you know, when he has position like that, I know he was spinning, but you're right. He gave it a little extra there.
Yeah.
He could have went up and took the 6-footer instead of the layup.
Yeah, he dipped that shoulder. You dip that shoulder. The ref's going to call that when you dip that shoulder. Moving that defensive man out of his position.
Yeah. And he was in good position, hands straight up.
Yeah.
So. That would have been a big basket there. I mean, that would have got Clarkton a little closer. I mean, they were just a minute ago, it was almost a 20-point lead, and they had a chance to really cut it down there.
Yeah, that's his second foul, too.
Yeah, that's right. It sure is. Yeah, they don't need – that's really their only size if you think about it. I know they've got Redden, who's got pretty good, but, I mean, you know, he doesn't have the size of Guyton.
Yeah.
Guyton's a pretty big individual there. And now they get the bucket, 42-24. Johnson with it again to the corner. Yeah, there's a lot of hands out there out front. I knew that Pat was going to call that. You can get away with it the first time, but not the second and the third, right? We were talking about Pat Sarda, who's also been a long-time referee, does a really good job. Another give and go and a blocking call, and 2 shots there.
Johnson taking pretty strong to the hole.
Yes,
when
he does.
Goes to the hole, he takes pretty strong.
Yeah, first free throw's up and good. He is a good-looking player. Yeah, he'll give people fits in the Tri-County, you know it?
Yeah.
Sure will. Johnson again on the break. Oh, good hustle back. I think it'll stay. Yep, going to stay with Clarkton here. Into Guyton, over to Johnson. Oh, back to Redden. Man, getting after it, aren't they? They're definitely keeping their eye on Stevens, aren't they? Not that Nellyville, they have other kids that can score, but they know their #1 option is going to be 24. Oh, and there he pulls another one. Might be getting tired, you know what? Oh, and a steal and a foul. 31. Connor is going to go to the line, shoot a pair. We've 42-25 is our score. 2 minutes, 30 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. And the first one's up and good. Let's see if the second one. And it's good as well. 44-25 score. Juarez checked into the game for Clarkton. Oh, almost another steal there by Cowley. He's quick. Nice cross-court pass there. Oh, and another steal. Let's see here. We don't have him on our schedule. Let's see here. 25. Davian Diener. Just got a steal and went down. I think the Clarkton guy knocked the ball off his leg. Juarez inside, puts it up and in. Good looking move there, right down the lane. 44-27. Almost a steal. There is a steal. Oh, no. Gatton almost got a steal there, but lost it out of bounds on the end line.
Got some good hustling going on out here.
We do. Yeah. You know,
from both teams.
That's right. Early in the year, you expect the game to be a little sloppy, and we've seen that from time to time with the ball on the floor. I tell you what, nothing makes a coach prouder is when the ball's on the floor if you've got bodies on the floor after it, you know it. Oh, man, there's another one. I think it's 2 air balls in a row, isn't it?
Yeah, like you said, maybe getting a little tired there.
Yeah, well, he's also shooting from the volleyball line, too. So now there goes Johnson again. Yeah. Oh, I think Gatton just picked up his 3rd foul. Yeah, I think Coach Burden just asked him, are you tired? You need a break? Of course, you know what's every player say. No, I'm good.
Either that or he told him to step in.
Yeah, maybe he did. No, I mean, of course, they're right here in front of us. He asked him if he was tired, and he said, no. And then he probably said what you said. Well, let's step in a couple then. Whoa, there's another one.
Another air ball.
Yeah. Man, good thing they're not playing on the playground. We'd be hearing it, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Looked inside, but got a steal. Here's Nellyville going to the basket. Oh, and a bump. Looks like Norton called with a foul.
You know, I think Coach Broom lost another kid too. I think he ended up in Gideon, the Plunkett kid.
Oh, did he end up in Gideon?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, he was a good player too. Yeah. Yes, sir. I didn't know he was in Gideon.
Yeah, he was a senior. He's a senior. I think he's senior this year. I was talking to his dad, and I asked him, was he ready to play? And I thought he was playing for Clarkton, and he said, told me he was playing for Gideon.
That's absolutely right then, because he was. He was a good player for him too.
Yeah, I think he could have helped his team. He could have helped the team out a little bit.
Yeah, he could.
By the hustling and scoring.
That's right. Rebounding, good size kid.
Yeah.
Well, Gideon had some good young kids coming back. I mean, they've been taking a few lumps, but they got him too. Boy, they should be much improved. Nice pass by Redden. Gatton. Oh, and they score right at the buzzer. 48-27 is our score at the end of 3 quarters. We will just keep it here for right now. Who are some other teams you've seen this year that you think could be pretty good. I know we've talked a little bit about Charleston. We talked about New Madrid. Puxico we've talked about. Of course, Campbell we hadn't talked much about, but I'm telling you, Campbell can score. You know, watched them play in their jamboree, watched them play over in the River Bend against a good Memphis team. They've got some kids that can put it in the hole.
Oh, yeah. You know, Steve going to have them competitive, you know.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Coach Fowler is, you know, he's proven it. Of course, you know, there's banners hanging on the wall.
Yeah.
2021 state champions with a good group. And, hey, you know, the recipe for that was real close to the recipe what he's got with these kids now coming up. You know, they've got shooters and they got kids that buy in and play defense and rebound, and so they're hopeful for some success.
And they've been playing together for a long time. So
They
that makes a difference. That makes a difference there, you know.
Yeah. And I tell you what, they got a couple kids that I guess moved in last year that I'm really impressed with, and that's the Mayberry boys.
Oh yeah.
They are really good, you know. I can't think of their first names right now, but I just know one of them's blonde-headed and one of them's dark-headed. And the blonde-headed one is more of an inside player, and the dark-headed one's more of a shooter and a guard. But they both bring a lot to the table. I like watching them.
I think Wyatt just come back. I think he was hurt.
He was
during that jamboree, and I think he just come back.
Yes.
That kid, they're physical. I mean,
that's exactly right.
Got the body built for the inside.
Wyatt Jansen's who we're talking about.
Physical.
Yeah, and then, of course, you got Coach Fowler's son, Drew, who's one of the best shooters probably in the area. Caden Siebert,
He shoot pretty good.
He shoots the ball, takes care of the basketball, does a lot for him.
Hey, I watched that kid. They played Malden in a conference tournament down in Senior when I had that game. He didn't have much to work with, but he almost beat Malden by himself.
Is that right?
Yeah. I mean, he did everything that night, and he almost beat Malden by himself.
Back to action here, 50-27. A long-range three off the glass, 53-27.
Yeah, I think it kind of tickled him when it went off the glass. He kind of laughed.
I saw that, you know me, I said, hey, I caught that. That's a kind of an awkward angle for a bank shot, but hey, that's all that matters. It went in, right?
I had 2 cents in the bank, so.
Oh, man.
So I went on, banked it in. So.
That's exactly right,
That's one of them shots to coach. No. Then when they go in,
absolutely. Yep. Yeah, that was every time I shot the ball, but. Anyway, it's that's that's what I always say. Hey, it went in. You know.
Yeah.
If you shoot it 10 times and you make 5 of them, you're a superstar.
Oh,
you know it?
Yeah.
If you make 4, you're a little less than average. So unless you're shooting a 3, then if you make 4 out of 10 from 3, you're really good.
Oh yeah.
About back to action here. Going to be Clarkton's basketball. Juarez brings it down over to Johnson. To the corner to Guyton. Nice rebound there. Hey, nice job there by Redden. I'm telling you, that kid, he's gonna be a star one day. Mark my word. He is, for a freshman, he's very well put together. Made some really good passes tonight. Scoring the basketball too. Woo. I think he got his legs back under him.
Yeah.
3 from the corner by Stevens. 56-29, 5:58 to play. Oh, Nellyville, almost a steal. And they are going to get the ball on the turnover there. I think the ball went off Johnson's heel, out of bounds. Here come a couple things. Just Nellyville, he's been 8-9 deep tonight, hasn't he?
Yeah. Letting everybody get some action here.
That's all right. Nice give and go there, off the hands. Oh, Guyton's going to get foul number 4. He, one thing about him, he gets his money worth on all his fouls, don't he?
Yeah.
You're not going to get and one against him.
Yeah.
You're going to make sure, he's either going to block your shot or make sure you don't make it. Coward's back into the game. He'll replace Coronado. And second free throw is good. 58-29. Real close to that plateau that we talked about. Clarkton needs a bucket here. Don't look like they're going to get it. Nellyville with a steal. Out for a 3, in and out. Redden with a rebound. And we're going to have timeout Clarkton, full timeout. I think that might be their last timeout on that side. That's one stat we didn't keep up with, was timeouts. But all right. Looks like we just got an update on the Hayti Campbell Lady Camels, and 33-19. Gotcha. Is that the end of the third quarter? Yeah, starting the fourth quarter. 33-19. So still close enough for them to make a comeback. We're going to be optimistic here. I know Hayti, watched them play last year, and they had some good size, and there's some girls coming back, and so they're. I'm sure they're rebounding in the inside play, probably affecting the Camels tonight.
Yeah.
They got the 2 seed there, but they very possibly could be the 1 seed in that tournament. Though I guess South Pim got the 1.
South Pim
yeah,
got the 1.
Yeah, they did get the 1, and they are good too. But I tell you what, Campbell, I think she's got 7 girls, maybe 8 girls, and 3 of them are freshmen, and they really got some promise there. I think they'll have a good season. (58-29), 4.5 minutes left to play. Juarez drives inside and falls down. Four and a half minutes left to play here. 58-29. Ball goes on the inside. Stevens with the rebound. Back out. And the 3. In and out. Clarkton with the rebound. Johnson brings it down. Nice pass. Really nice pass there. Redden to Guyton, and Guyton gets the 2, 58-31. Really nice play there. I know we've said a lot about him tonight, but boy, you just when you see a young kid like that's doing what he's doing, the passing, the handling the basketball, you know, you gotta applaud him a little bit. Not that the other kids aren't as good or doing it, but just sometimes kids stand out, don't they?
Yeah.
Up and in with the first one. See if the second one goes, and it does. 60-31 is our score. Just under 4 minutes to play. Clarkton quickly in the front court. Nice little drive and finish with a left hand too. Did you see that? Little left-handed scoop shot. 60-33. Good defense there. Great defense. Cowart forces the jump ball, and his team will get the possession here. Clarkton will retain possession. Redden down the lane. Into Johnson. Floater. Gotten with the board and the basket. 60-35. Into the corner, three is good. That's a freshman there, Mason Cosgrove with a triple. And here comes the bench for the Tigers.
Well, yeah.
Foul. Cosgrove, who just knocked down that tray, is going to the line. This is first one. And wholesale substitutions. Misses the second one. Hey, good job there. Make sure we get the subs in and get the maximum amount of time.
Yeah.
That's a former coach that did that. Inside, and it's good by Redden. 63-37. We're under 2 minutes to play in this game. Donnie, it's been a pleasure to have you. Are you going to come back Thursday night and call a game or two with me? All right. I know we're going to call the early game again, and then I think we're even going to call the Bernie game on Thursday night. Get that first semifinal in. That'll be Bernie and excuse me, in and out there. Yeah. Bernie and Risco will play in that first semifinal on Thursday night. It'll be the second game. The first game looks like it'll be Clarkton versus the loser of this next game. Nice pass there. Looks like it's going to stay with Clarkton. Now Clarkton, and then the winner of our third game of the night, Campbell Bloomfield, looks like they'll get to play Nellyville in the other semifinal, and the loser will play in the early game against Clarkton. So guys will have to stay tuned.
Plenty more basketball to go there.
That's exactly right. We got the hometown Campbells. That's good charge drawn there. You'd like to see that. We're going to call a name out there. Colton Norton took the charge there. Done a good job. Inside to Redden. And he's going to score it. Nope, off the back iron. Good looking spin move there.
Got a good look at it.
That's right, less than a minute to play. Long range three is good. How about Landon Burden with the 3? 68-37. 30 seconds left. Oh, another nice looking shot. Cowart knocks the 3 down. You know, lots of times when you see the guys come in off the bench, it gets a little sloppy. These guys they're putting the ball in the hole now. They know how to play some basketball. So they're like, put me in, coach. I'm going to show you. Make the most of my time out here. Down inside 10 seconds. Nellyville's just going to pass it around. All right. Well, that's going to conclude the second game. 68-40 is our final. We're going to sign off here, and when you come back on, you're going to have the infamous Mr. Jacobs be your next caller now, and he should have Terry McVeigh as his assistant, or vice versa. I don't know. Terry would probably say that Tommy's his assistant, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
So anyway, either way, those two will be back with you for the nightcap, and hopefully we'll see a good game here with your Camels and the Bloomfield Wildcats. But I want to say thanks again, and hey, we'll see them Thursday night, won't we?
Yeah.
All right. Talk to you guys later.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 6 minutes away from the last game of the night, where the number 3 seed Camels takes on the Bloomfield Wildcats. In game that just completed, as Terry and Donnie brought to you, Nellyville was victorious over Clarkton as they moved in to play at 8 o'clock on Thursday night, and they will play the winner of the Campbell Bloomfield game. Also at 6:30 Thursday night, the Risco Tigers and the Bernie Mules, which could be a really good game. And we'll get back with all this, but first we want to thank our great sponsors who have been with us for the last 2 years, and our last year, and with us again this year. And that's we got a new one, Patrick McHaney, presiding judge for the Dunklin County. He contacted Terry and said he wanted to be a part of this, and we certainly appreciate it. And York's One Stop, Scott's Family Pharmacy and Shooting Sports, Uptown Skate, and the Junction at Holcomb, Daniel Vansel, City of Campbell, Mayor and Alderman, Campbell Volunteer Fire Department, Hayes Soapy Shack and Storage, Express Signs, Rodney Morgan, Express Food Mart in Campbell, Broadland Farms in Holcomb, Terry McVeigh, Attorney at Law at McKinney, FM Bank of Malden, Dunklin County Transit in Malden and all of Dunklin County in southeast Missouri, Rick's Hair World, Jack Farmer, Danny Glass, Cameron Bunning Parker, Attorney at Law, Todd Natwell, attorneys at Kennett, Randy and Shirley Fry, Committee to elect Rod Deal Mayor of the City of Malden, and Phil and Judy Sandy, and I hope I hadn't forgot any of those. Lisa's still working on them, going to try to get them in there where right now I have some business to take care of. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back.
I got it zoomed in right now.
Okay.
This will zoom out and this will zoom in.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we are back. I had to talk to our camera lady, Miss Brittany Durham. She is going to do the last game. We appreciate Brittany. She's signed on with us this year to help us. Everything is falling into place. We hope everybody's enjoyed this tournament. We have really had a good viewers at this second day, and the first day was very good. 1,000 views, and anyway, we certainly appreciate it. This is going to be a pretty good game. Don't know anything about Bloomfield. I know Bloomfield's got a tradition of being really good programs, so we'll see what happens. And there's been some good games today. Then there's been a lot of teams are going through rebuilding, and we certainly appreciate that because every school goes through them at times, and it's easy to enjoy the good times, but sometimes you got to remember every school is going to go through some difficulties, in these small schools especially. We have a limited number to choose from. We're not like a lot of schools, very large schools, or private schools where, you never know from one year to the next who's going to be there, or if you need a 6'4" guy, if all of a sudden one decides to move in. So anyway, not talking about that anymore, but we certainly appreciate everyone and appreciate the people that's tuned in and tell us that need to make adjustment here and adjustment there. And Campbell girls started the fourth quarter, were down, I think it was 33-19. The boys the guys that were previously here might have told you. But they're playing that very good Hayti team. Hayti seeded second in that, and South Pim first. And if South Pim is better than Hayti, that'd be a game worth watching. So Anyway, looks like we got some good officials out here tonight, as we always do. Another group of these good Southeast Missouri officials, as I always say. My partner Terry McVeigh is running a little late tonight. I'm sure he'll be along in a bit until he gets here. We'll try to do the best. We're a minute from the start of this contest. Steve Fowler down joking with the officials, and Steve's got a good personality. Anyway, if people knows what the gym looks like, when you walk in over there off the cafeteria, there's 2 seats sitting there with signs on the back of them. In appreciation for Miss Agnes Bledsoe and Junior Baker. The seats are empty. And we miss them very much. They are very, very good people. They come from very good families, and we want to bring that to everyone's attention. And it's just about the time for I guess we're going to have the starting lineup, but I'll slide over here and take care of this till Terry gets here. Again, we got Brittany Durham on the camera tonight. Got the Camel cheerleaders out waiting to greet the players. And then we got the starting lineups for the Camels and the Bloomfield Wildcats. Number 2 is Andrew. Number 2 for who is number 2? Number 2 is Andrew Blanche, and number 4 is Caleb Upchurch. And they're not talking very loud down there. Number 14 would be Law Gracier, and I didn't get the other starter, but we'll pick them up when they get out on the court. And now for the Camels.
Now for home Campbell.
The number 3 seed, Camels. Leighton Kellums, number 0. At 28 points, I think, over at the River Bend. Number 12 is sophomore Kenton Siebert. Number 14, sophomore Fowler. Drew Fowler. Both those guys can light it up from outside. You stay off of them. Number 20 is senior Ben Rowland, one of the nicest players, nicest young men you'll run into. And number 24 will be Caden Mayberry. So that's good. So we'll see what happens. Well, we're about ready for it. You gonna keep the score? Okay, yeah, keep the score. Hunter thought he was gonna be off for the night, but since Terry's running late, he's gonna get to keep the book. So we'll bring it to you as good as we can. Gonna be Mayberry jumping for the Camels. Ball up. Controlled by Siebert as he runs it down, gives it over to Kellums. Turned into a pretty good point guard. He brings the ball up, over to Mayberry. Mayberry back to Kellums. They'll give Kellums a minute, he'll be bound. The ball goes down the corner, almost mishandled. Drew Fowler runs it down. Kellums puts it on the floor, drive, Euro step up, no good. Ball out of bounds, belongs to Bloomfield Wildcats. Camels in a 1-2-2 trap as Bloomfield didn't seem to have too much problem with that as they get it across. Now it's taken away by Kellums. Now he kicks it over to Siebert. Siebert lays it up, scores it. Campbell takes the lead 2-0 early here. 7:22 mark. Campbell gets on the board. That trap of Campbell's worked pretty well. But now Bloomfield gets across again and knocked away again, but retrieved by Bloomfield. Lays off the glass, scores it. That was number 3. 2, I'm sorry. Ball was put up. I didn't see who made that, or maybe it just went out of bounds. And who scored that last bucket for Bloomfield? Number 2?
Yeah, number 2.
What's his name?
Andrew Blanche.
Okay. Andrew Blanche scored it, and Siebert has the 2 for Campbell. Shot put up off the board and in by
Caleb Upchurch.
Upchurch. I hear that name quite a little bit, I'm thinking tonight. Who hit that? I didn't see it.
Landon Kellum.
Kellums hit a three, busted a three. Campbell a 5-4 lead. As Campbell gets a hand on it, but it goes to the Wildcats. There's a three put up, no good. Rebound by Fowler, loses the handle. Now comes down to Bloomfield, takes it away. Bloomfield has it out front. Knocked out of his hands by Kellums. Kellums tried to beg the referee out of the call, but Bobby Godwin been around too long. Bloomfield will step out to inbound. 6:03 to go in the first quarter here at Campbell in the first round of the Campbell tournament for these two teams. Bloomfield takes it down on the corner. They go drive the lane. Little short hook put up and in. Upchurch gets his fourth point of the night. Siebert launches a three, in and out, no good, but Mayberry high to sky to get the rebound to lay it back in. Campbell extends the lead to 7-6. Bloomfield takes the ball down the lane pretty good.
Pretty good.
Upchurch again, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Kellum brings it down. He crosses over, kicks it over to Drew Fowler. Now back to, and it's going to be a push on number 3 for Bloomfield. That's the first foul of number 3. Guess that's the first foul of the night, huh?
Yes, sir, it is.
Kellums launches a 3, no good, and battle for the rebound, and Ben Rowland has it. Now Siebert launches one, top of the key, 3-pointer, up and good. What's that, 5 points for Siebert so far?
Yes, sir, 5 points for Siebert.
Bloomfield Hurley gets it down court. He's cut off. Nice. Good defense by Campbell as they alter the shot, and here goes Campbell back the other way. Fowler launches a 3, no good, but there's Mayberry to sweep that board again. This kid can really get up. And slip it around. Cedar South try another 3 and looks good from here, and it is. 2 threes on the night for him. 8 points on the game. He started off with a heck of a nice game. They get it across, finally get it across the center line. Now they knocked out of bounds. It will off of Bloomfield, going to Campbell as Drew Fowler steps out to inbound it. Kellums brings it up and he waves everybody off. That looks like a 1-2-2 zone that Bloomfield's playing. And I think, and Kellum says, I think I'll try that, and he does, and he bombs a 3. Campbell started out really hot tonight from behind that arc. They get it down, they take it away by Siebert. Now he kicks it over down, led Fowler just a little bit too much. Got a text from Alicia down at Hayti, and our girls went down 42-27 to Hayti, but the girls are playing very well. They won last night over the 3rd seed Senior Hornersville Lady Lions, and tonight they took on the 2nd seed Hayti Lady Indians. We're proud of you girls. Hang in there. It's early season. You're just going to get better. We're proud of how you've been playing. Well, we got time out. It's 16-8, and this game has really started out strong for Campbell, especially behind that arc.
Behind the arc, you got Kellum with 2 threes and Siebert with 2 threes.
Sure, that's pretty good this early in the game. Campbell's got some guys that can light it up. You know, they got Siebert can light it up. Ben Rowland can light it up. And Leighton Kellum can light it up. And Siebert and Fowler. You know, you got to guard them all. And I'm not too sure that Mayberry can't light it up from out there. Haven't heard anything about any games that's going on over at the Bulldog Classic. We'll pass it along. We had some people ask us, and I haven't heard. And almost taken away, and now Bloomfield breaks the pressure. Gets it back out to top of the key. He looks around. He's guarded by Drew Fowler. Drew comes out and pressures the ball. Now they get it down on the baseline on the left wing, or left, put it up, scores it.
3 by Wall Grazer.
Pretty good shooting. Brings it back, 5-point lead for the Campbells. Siebert has it, now kicks it in to Ben Rowland. Ben spins, puts it up, got it, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. Ben Rowland, the senior on this squad. And I think Leighton Kellums is a senior too, but the rest of them are juniors that are on the floor at this moment. So Campbell plays a lot of good play, a lot of players that has played some varsity time. This is their second year. Played a lot as sophomore. And that free throw up by Ben Rowland was good. And we're going to have an officials have a discussion. I don't know what it's about. We'll see if we can pick up what we're saying. I didn't get it. I don't know.
They gave the foul on Ben Rowland, who was shooting a free throw. So
oh, really? Well, he might have pushed somebody. I don't know what Ben done. But here we go. We'll see. Yeah, Ben Rowland got the foul. And here comes the Wildcats down. They're going to launch a three, and off the rim it goes, and Siebert battles for the rebound. And Mayberry was open, but nobody's seen him, so they give it over to Leighton. Leighton gives it over to Ben Rowland. Ben drives the lane, stop, pops, no good, and coming down with it was the Camels, and Siebert launches a three, top of the key, no good, and Bloomfield comes away with the rebound. Well, Campbell creating a lot of turnovers. That defense will create, that good defense will create a lot of turnovers. Siebert brings it around. Now he's running the point guard. Now it's back out to Kellums. Kellums got it between the circles. He backs it out there, looks underneath in that 1-2-2 zone of the Wildcats, and almost thrown away, and looks like it may stay with Campbell. We'll see. And coming out is Ben Rowland. Going in is
Wyatt Jansen.
Big Wyatt Jansen. He throws it out top. Now, Kellums drains a long, no, that was no good. That just got the net. I didn't go in, did it?
No, I thought it went in.
I did too. There's another three-pointer put up from the corner by Bloomfield, and Siebert chases the rebound down. And here comes Kellum down with the basketball. He's picked up, kicked it over on the left wing. Siebert launches a three. Off, and we're going to have Wyatt Jansen over the back on the rebound. He's in for a little bit, picked up his first foul. Looks like the defender had pretty good position on him in there.
Yeah, he did. Good block out.
Yeah, good block out there. Drive to the basket, stop, pops, no good, and Jansen comes away with the rebound. As Kellum brings it up, he kind of slowed down, let the air out a little bit. 19-11 with 112 to go in the first quarter. As Siebert has it, he looks over to Kellums. Kellum puts it on the floor, kicks it over to Drew Fowler, drains a three from the right corner and extending the lead 22-11. Campbell is hot behind that arc tonight. The defense is really bothering them. There it goes. They take it away, and Siebert missed a layup, but Drew Fowler's got it, and they're going to call a travel. And probably was a good call by Bobby Godwin. People at Campbell probably didn't think so, but I'm from Campbell, and from our vantage point, it looks like a travel. Coming in the game is number 11. That's another.
That's a Xander Mayberry.
Xander Mayberry's brother. He's a pretty good player. He's had some pretty good games last year. And he's going to be pretty good as his brother Gatelin brings it down, brings it across the line, now gives it over to Siebert. Siebert gets it out to Kellum. Kellum's looking around. We're going to let the air out. We got 12 seconds to go in the quarter. And Coach Fowler said, let's just go for one. 22-11 lead here in the first. And now Kellum starts the action. He drives the lane, kicks it over. Siebert launches a three, and off the rim, no good. That brings us to the end of one. The Camels 22 and the Bloomfield Wildcats 11. We'll be right back in a moment. Well, we're back. We got the good Camel cheerleading squad's out doing a little routine now, and they're very good. And they try to get the crowd, and they do for most part get them ready to go and get them into the game. The Camel cheerleaders do a fine job. Well, Hunter, what do you think?
Good first quarter, both teams playing hard. Touch on, Campbell had 6 threes in that first quarter.
And that's, yeah, something. You know, someone's got 6 threes in the first quarter. It's hard not to have the lead.
Yeah, they're shooting it really well from behind the arc tonight.
Yes, they are. They sure are. Pretty good crowd here, but ladies and gentlemen, as this thing winds down into Thursday night and Friday, get here if you want to see some good basketball. It's according to who's in the finals, whomever's in the finals. It's going to be some barn burners.
Yes, sir, it is.
And I'm not going to say because we don't know who's going to be in the final. We won't know Thursday night, but we'll see how it goes as Bloomfield starts the quarter with the ball. Been rolling up, fixing to check back in. There's a three-pointer put up and in.
Law Grazer with another 3.
He's had a couple, hasn't he?
Yes, sir, that's his second 3 of the night.
Well, Kellum puts it on the floor, tries to drive, but it's knocked out of his hands and stolen away by Bloomfield as they take it down, lay it up, blocked out of there by Mayberry. And Siebert takes it. They're looking for Kellum's, let him a little bit. But Kellum runs it down, and he said, I'll just shoot a 3, and it goes off the rim. Out of bounds, it'll go to Bloomfield as Ben Rowland checks in. We'll see who's going to come out. It looks like it may be Caden Mayberry. Caden has played a hard game. He probably needs some rest.
Yes, he's played a real hard game.
All right, as the Wildcats bring it across the timeline, Drew Fowler up off the bench. He's had a little blow, and he's going to be checking back in. And we're going to have a foul on number 11, I think.
It's going to be Xander Mayberry.
I think that's his first foul, isn't it, Hunter?
Yes, first foul.
Leighton Kellums comes out to get a rest. You know, these guys play hard. They need a blow every once in a while. They sure do. There's the ball tossed way out in the front court. Almost chased down, but Bloomfield comes away with it, lays it up off the glass, no good. How to get the rebounds? Bloomfield, they fight for it, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Bloomfield. Looks like it might have went off Wyatt Jansen. Not sure. Wyatt was battling for the ball. As they kick it out front. Siebert picks him up. Now they let him stray between the circles. Siebert steps out to take him, and now they take it back, and they just really don't seem to know which way to go here. Now they got it worked out, and they lob it underneath, wide open, nice pass. Shot put up, no good, but Ben Rowland's going to pick up his second foul. I don't think Coach Fowler really thought that, but he smiles. You know, he knew he was going to say something, but he smiles. Free throw put up, no good. It's the first time they've been on the line, isn't it, Hunter?
Yeah, it's the first time tonight Bloomfield's been on the line.
Second free throw up, got it. 22-15 with 6:40 to go in this half as Siebert brings it up. Leighton Kellum's on the bench. Siebert has it now. He looks around, kicks it over to Fowler. Fowler fakes it down in the corner, Rowland. Rowland kicks it around, he's swinging around. Siebert puts it on the floor, drives, and he's going to be fouled. It'll be Camel basketball to inbound underneath their own basket. As a good coach told me one time, you never start your play any closer to the basket than you do when you inbound from your own end zone under your own basket. He said they practiced that every day when he was coaching. I believe that.
Yes, sir.
Ben Rowland has it. Now they kick it to Siebert. Siebert thought about a three. Now he brings it back around. Fowler now brings it top of the key. Now back to the right. Now swings it around. That defense looks like they've changed that defense up a little bit. There's a three-pointer put up, and it's been chased down by Fowler. Wyatt Jansen spins, lays it up, scores it. Big Wyatt Jansen moved the man with his shoulder a little bit, which that's the way you play under there.
That's a good post move.
Yes, it was. Good post move. Looks like Siebert might have picked up a foul. I believe that's
Number 1 on him.
number 1. Okay, good deal. Well, he's going to have a seat. He needs some rest, and back in is Kellums. Now we got number 2 coming in, Bloomfield. Both these coaches moving these players in and out, trying to keep fresh legs on there.
Well, it looks like they didn't give it to Caden. They gave it to Siebert. They gave it to number 11, Xander Mayberry.
Oh, they did. Oh, I was wrong about that.
Yeah.
I didn't know. All right, as the Nellyville Tigers inbound the ball at 5:45 to go in this half. Good defense by Campbell. Very good defense. Almost picked up a 5-second count, but they finally moved a little bit. Now they get it down to number 4. He drives the lane, kicks it over in the corner. Thought about a 3, but Leighton Kellums quickly knocked it out of his hands. And now they drive, and it's going to be a blocking foul on one of the Camels. Caden Mayberry is up, getting ready to check back in. That foul was on, well,
It's on Xander Mayberry. That's his second foul of the night.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Ball, very nice anticipation by Kellums as he take it down and missed the layup, and I know he don't do that often. He just probably was just too open. Camel defenders have him blocked in the back there, but he gets out of it, passes across the lane, picks it up, ball up and in.
Number 4, Upchurch.
Upchurch had a pretty good game, didn't he, Hunter?
Yes.
As get it into White. White kicks. Oh, going to have a travel. Took a little stroll down the lane that time, and the officials was right there and said, no, you took one too many steps. I don't know if Coach is thinking they didn't walk. No, he didn't walk. He run. But anyway, we'll see how it goes as they put it up, and it's going to hit the stanchion up there. It'll turn it over to the Camels. Leighton Kellums brings the ball up, and he will kick it over to Fowler. Fowler down in the corner, knocked away by Bloomfield. Trying to get it down to Mayberry. 4:16 to go, 24-17. He's kind of closed that lead a little bit.
They have closed that lead.
I'd like to get a stop here and go down and score a couple times between halftime. And Fowler thought about a 3. Now he moved it back around, and Mayberry gives it back to Kellums. Kellums backs it out of there. We'll see how it goes. Fowler puts it over, gives it back to Mayberry. Mayberry, a nice little jumper up and in. Mayberry, a pretty good player.
He's a pretty good player, yes, sir.
Oh, almost knocked away by Jansen, but he missed it, and the ball comes down to Ben, and Ben Rowland hands it over to Leighton Kellums as Leighton brings it down. Top of the key, kicks it over to Fowler. Fowler launches a 3, no good, and Wyatt Jansen high to get the boards. Now he's in there. We're going to have a jump ball. He dropped the ball down close to the floor, and you bring the ball down, and the big man, the littlest man on the floor can tie you up. Yeah. And that's not doing any coaching. That's just a fact. Get the ball in to Ben. Ben launches a 3, and in and out, no good. And Jansen will get.
They got him over the back.
It's twice they've got him over the back, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll see what happens. And going to shoot free throws this time. As that was the. I'm not understanding this.
I think it was 5th foul on Campbell in the quarter.
I think that's right. I wasn't even looking at that. 5 fouls on Campbell, 1 on Nellyville as Nellyville launches, no good. Back in is Siebert, and Jansen comes out to have a seat. Big man needs to rest. It's kind of warm out there. Next free throw, and that's the way you do it. You take it off the board from the free throw line. That's when you're living right on.
That's right.
Kellum brings it down. Campbell's leading 26-18. Oh, try to get it into Ben. Ben swirls, now kicks it back out to Kellum. Kellum launches a 3, up and no good. And here comes Bloomfield. Almost loses it, but they run it down. Now he takes it in. And going to be a charge as Mayberry stands his ground and draws the charge.
Going to be on Upchurch, his first of the night.
I look down here and I see Gavin Biggs sitting down here. He applauded that. I mean, he loved to draw charges. And he has drawn many in his career at Campbell High School. Siebert launches a 3, no good. And we're going to out of bounds. It will stay with Campbell. Oh, anticipated the pass, and Bloomfield takes it away, lays it up off the glass, scores it 26-20.
Wayne Gregory with the 2-point.
Shot put up, no good. I said 20. Maybe they added that before I looked up there. That's 26-18, but I'm sure I'm wrong. As Layton will go to the free throw line, try to extend this Campbell lead with 2:38 to go in the half. Free throw up, Layton's in and out. He'll get one more, try to extend the lead. Bloomfield coach way out on the floor talking to his players. We'll see. We'll get out there 2-4, then you may draw a charge on somebody. Ball down in the corner, thought about a 3, but quickly closes Campbell's defense as they launched a long 3, and Mayberry skies a rebound, and Campbell goes back the other way. Ben Rowland lays it up, and Ben is just not having any luck getting shots to fall. This guy's a good player, but I don't know if he got whacked or what, but he's going to give you all he got. Ben's a good player. Bloomfield takes it, gives it underneath, shot put up, got it. Now it's 27-20 with just over 2 minutes to go as Siebert brings it up. Kicks it over, Siebert thought about a 3, puts it on the floor, kicks it in to Kellums. Kellums going to be called for a travel. Good call. We'll see this. As a shot put up, and it was no good, but it was chased down. Leighton Kellums comes up a little lame. I hope he's all right. Comes limping off, takes a seat. We hope everything's all right with Leighton. I guess that's Xander Mayberry coming in to take his place.
Yes, sir. Number 11, Xander Mayberry.
Yeah, I got a text from Odd Deal. Yeah, we're going to have to order it to watch tomorrow. I just got a text from Terry McVeigh, because he's the city attorney for Kennett. And they had a council meeting, and I understand, you never know when those things are going to get over. He said they're just finishing. And anyway, Campbell's going to, it's a minute to go, just over a minute. Campbell leading 27-20, and it's a pretty good ball game, Hunter.
It's a really good ball game.
Oh, Mayberry turns, shoots, no good. Xander, his brother, up the hip for rebound, kicks it back out to Siebert. Siebert now, Mayberry from the corner, no good. And here comes the Wildcats, and they're not letting up any steam as they take it in and lay it up and in.
Caleb Upchurch again.
So How many points he got this half?
He's got 10 points.
Already in double figures. We're going to see if Campbell will slow it to go for one, or the shooters they got, they get a good open shot, they're going to launch it. It's 27-22 and clock reaching 20 seconds to go. Kick it over to Xander Mayfield. Now back out to Fowler around the Seaman. Looking underneath. You got the big man in there standing open. They kind of slagging off of him. They give it into Caden Mayberry. He'll take it to the hole. But here we go as Siebert takes it. Now gives it over to Fowler. Fowler launches a three. No good. And Mayberry says, I'll take this, put it up at the buzzer, just off. And that brings us to the half, 27-22. The Camels up by 5, and it's been a very good half. And again, we want to thank our sponsors for all they do. And as I say, Patrick McCaney come on board yesterday, and we certainly appreciate that. He is the presiding commissioner of Dunklin County, and we appreciate that very much. And we got York, Scott's Family Pharmacy, Uptown Skate, City of Campbell Mayor and Alderman, the Campbell Volunteer Fire Department, Hayes Soapy Shack and Storage, Express Signs, Express Market, Express Food Market, Brogland Farms, Terry McVeigh, Attorney at Law, FM Bank of Malden. And then we got Dunklin County Transit, Rick's Hair World of Malden, Jack Farmer, Danny Glass, Cameron Bunning Parker, Attorney at Law, Todd Natwell, Attorneys at Kennett, Randy and Shirley Fry. Committee to elect Rod Deal, Mayor of the City of Malden, and Phil and Judy Sandian. If I missed anybody, I'm just trying to read that off the top of my head really quick, and we'll see what we go. And we'll take a break, and we'll be back in just a moment. Well, welcome back to Campbell, where we're 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. It's 27-22. Campbell at this moment. Bloomfield's putting up a pretty good fight. We got a cat standing out here in front of us. He's not really giving us any trouble, but he's just looking at us smiling. That scared him. I want to say hello to a good friend of mine over at Marlin. I got a text from her, and she that's KK Rawlings. I don't know if anybody knows her. She's a pretty good person. And I don't know, she don't like to be called KK, but she's been called it all of her life. And she called me, okay, dog, she said. But I want to apologize to her because I mispronounced her name a lot last night. It's just hard for me to get Kaylee Rawlings rolling off my tongue. But I can get KK. And come to find out, they said, we called her that all of her life. Well, she's going to get it some more. But KK, thanks for tuning in, and hope you're enjoying the game. Campbell's doing good, and Terry McVeigh's late. Believe that. But anyway, he just got out of the city council meeting at Kennett, and that's understandable. So we'll take care of this till Terry gets here. Hopefully we don't do anything that we need a lawyer for.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll take another quick break, and we'll be back with the scoring of the first half.
My butt hurts so bad. I'm cold and like I think I'm it hurts so bad. Like I can't even bend over and see. I feel me on the concrete floor. Like I'm bouncing. It hurts. Good, whittling.
Well, we're back. Hunter, you go over the scoring of the first half, please.
For Campbell, Layton Kellums with 7 points. We had Keenan Siebert with 8, Drew Fowler with 3, Ben Rowland with 3, Caden Mayberry with 4, and Wyatt Jensen with 2. Over to the Bloomfield Wildcats, we had Andrew Blantz with 4, Lane Gregory with 2, Caleb Upchurch with 10, Law Grazer with 6.
Pretty good game. I tell you what, this is Campbell's got the 5-point lead. This game is far from over.
It is far from over.
It sure is. Everybody's wondering where Terry is, and because Terry's normally a spot up here, you know. If it's a ball game, Terry McVeigh's here, but he had some business to take care of tonight, and so Hunter stepped in to take his spot and help him out, but Terry will be here Thursday night and Friday night. You can bet on that because it takes a lot for Terry McVeigh to miss a basketball game.
Yes, it does.
And if anybody loves basketball in Southeast Missouri, it's Terry McVeigh. He is like me. He's a Boot Hill person. He likes the Boot Hill schools and the personnel and the people. And, you know, I love to tell this story, and I certainly won't say who said it, but we sat around one time and we were sitting and they were talking about some tournaments. And Terry and I once said, well, at that time we wasn't broadcasting on Boot Hill Broadcasting. That kind of prompted us up to do it. I said, what about the Boot Hill Conference? It's not a very exciting conference. I said, what? You know, when you got Portisville, Crothersville, and all those places, you know, that's not exciting? Well, after we left there, we had a meeting a couple days later. We said, why don't we just start our own? Here we are 2 years later. Draw 1,000 views last night. Don't know how many we'll have tonight, but it's going very well. We got some very good people helping us. We got Brittany Durham down here, Hunter Swafford here. Terry's always here to help. And then we had, you know, Donnie Jenkins and Tim Gage, and we're going to have some others. So we're going to bring you a lot of basketball, and we're also going to bring you some girls basketball. And I've always liked basketball. I like good girls basketball.
Yes.
And I think Campbell's basketball team are improving. You know, you get beat like tonight like they did, not that bad, but Haytie. But I'm going to tell you what, a lot of people are going to get beat Haytie this year. And Campbell's going to keep battling, and we're ready as Bloomfield starts with the ball. 27-22, just underway here in the second half as Bloomfield passes it around. Campbell playing in the zone. Now they kick it back out front. Campbell's going to try to force them into shooting that ball from the outside. And I don't believe, doesn't look like Bloomfield really wants to shoot it from the outside.
No.
But, you know, they're not very big on the inside. You know, Mayberry's big boy. That boy trying to push him right. That didn't work. He tried to move him. You find out Mayberry's not easily moved. There's a shot put up, and Layton comes away with it. Good to see Layton Kellums back. And was that Mayberry buried a three?
No, that was Ben Rowland with the three.
Oh, Ben. That's good to see Ben get that three down. He used to be very good. Fallon Brown talking to the official. We'll see what it got. I think he's talking about got a little rough on the inside a while ago. But you're not going to move or bluff Kate Mayberry.
No.
Now, he's going to play you fair, but you're not going to bump him and think he's going to say, oh, excuse me, let me get out of your way. He's going to bump you back and play defense. So let that be lesson learned. All right, here we go as Campbell plays that zone 2-1-2 as Bloomfield brings it around the right side, now back top of the key, now over on the left. Trying to get inside, good defense by Fowler. Ball fake inside the paint, no good. Ball on the floor, and Bloomfield comes away with it, and there's a drive to the bucket, lays it up and in.
Lane Gregory with the score.
Just got a text from Rod Deal. He said Hunter is doing a good job, and Brittany as well. And I agree. Rod. And, there was
Siebert
buried another one.
Bloomfield bringing the ball up. Campbell still in that zone.
Next time we get a break, I got something I want to. Oh, maybe a flop, maybe not. I don't know. There's a shot put up, and maybe high to rip the boards out of there. Kellums comes up, shot up off the rim, and it comes away to Bloomfield. Winder passed the ball around. Later this month on the 12th, my sister-in-law will be having surgery in Cape Girardeau. She was diagnosed with breast cancer, and they think they caught it early. That's Judy Jacobs, who lives at Dexter. She's my brother Clyde Jr.'s wife, and we want everybody to remember them in their prayers and hope everything comes out, and I think it will. All right, as Campbell gets it up across the line, and they kick it around, and Siebert got the lane, but he was cut off. Now kick it to Fowler. Fowler buries a three. How many is that for Fowler? 2 on the night?
2 threes on the night.
That's what he's scoring amount to, 6? He got
6
points.
points. 6 points.
And we're going to have a Bloomfield timeout, and we'll see how it goes. And we want to kind of brush through this schedule for the rest of the week. Of course, tomorrow night is an off night. And starting at 5 o'clock on Thursday, the loser of this game will play Clarkton. And that will be at 5 o'clock. Tim Gage and probably Donnie Jenkins will be bringing that game to you. And then at, 6:30 that night, Bernie and Risco, and Tim Gage, being from Bernie, would like to do that game. And we will certainly have his wishes that he's going to see a good one. I just soon sit and watch that one too. And winner of this game will play at 8 o'clock. We'll play the winner of this game. And after that, that's going to put them out in the brackets, and that's going to pair them up, and that's going to get everybody fired up for the Friday night finales. And we're going to be here at Boot Hill Broadcasting bringing these games to you, Hunter.
Yes, sir.
There's the three-pointer put up from the corner, off, no good, and Fowler comes away. He was in the right spot at the right time as he takes it down. Stop. Pops a three, got it that time. Maybe he's got his touch back at half. Maybe his, I understand Steve Fowler can really kind of give you a way to play the second half if he wasn't pleased by the way you played the first half. And I don't think it makes any difference if his son or whoever, that's the way he is. A good coach. Oh, my, Well, I don't know.
Caleb Upchurch.
That was Upchurch again. I kind of thought that might have been a little push, but I'm not the official. And Fowler thought about another three, and Leighton Kellums launches one, and it's off the side of the rim, no good, and Bloomfield Wildcats come away with it, and it's going to be a foul, I think, on number 14. Fowler. I heard my buddy Cobb down there walking in and getting him a place to say. He plays on the junior varsity team. Boy, he tickles me to death. Nice young man. And we want to thank Francisco for all he done in the hospitality room tonight for us. You know, he's a good guy. And if he was a good guy and hearing this, he'd bring me a drink of water. But I don't know. He might have already gone home. There's a shot put up high to get the rebound in from Mayberry. Fowler has it. Ben Rowland decides he'll try another three. Oh, off just a little. And here comes Bloomfield the other way. And they drive the lane, puts it up. Oh, rolls off. And shot rebounded by the Wildcats. It's on the floor. And look who comes out of there, Leighton Kellums. Gets it down, and Mayberry loses control, but Siebert runs it down. Siebert stops. Gets it out to Fowler. Fowler decides to shoot a three. No good. And here comes the Wildcats, 1-on-4. And Ben might try to draw one. Might have flopped a little there, Ben.
Yeah, flop.
And Kellums takes it down, a little floater up and in. 41-26, Campbell with the lead with 2:45 to go in the third quarter to see who advances. A shot put up, and Mayberry had it knocked out of his hand. Matter of fact, had his hand almost knocked off. But anyway, we're going to call a jump ball, and it'll stay with. Let's see what we say.
I guess it's going to stay with Bloomfield.
I think it will. Mayberry was pleading his case, but Bobby Gowan said, I think we'll go this way. Ball bounce underneath. Shot put up, loses control of it. I think Mayberry might have bothered that shot a little bit. And here comes Mayberry the other way, takes it to the hole, lays it up off the glass, but he's fouled. Mayberry go to the line to shoot a pair. It's his first time to the line tonight, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right.
41-26 at 2:22 to go in the third. Mayberry puts it up, got it. How many has he got now?
He's at 5 points right now.
He's at 5. Boy, he's played a heck of a game.
He's played a heck of a game.
He has played some good defense. Mayberry, second one up, got them both. Now we'll see what happens at the 2:18 mark, 43-26 of the third as Bloomfield faces that 2-1-2 zone. Jansen back in. Looks like Ben Rowland's on the bench. Ball kicked in. Takes it up, shoots it right in Jansen's face.
Upchurch again.
Upchurch was taking it to the 6'2 Jansen. Fowler has it, now kicks it over. Right Kellums. Going to have a foul. Looks like it will be. I don't know what it's going to be. They're going to call a foul on one of the Camels.
Going to call it on Mayberry, Caden Mayberry.
Well.
I didn't see what happened there, Tommy.
I didn't either. As Bloomfield tries to get it inside, and that guy kind of beat him again.
Upchurch again.
Upchurch come to play. Mayberry has it, fakes the pass, now drives, now kicks it out to Kellums. Kellums puts it on the floor, got it over to Fowler. Fowler thought about a three, knocked out of his hand, and then he lays it off the glass and scores it. Bloomfield trying to get the ball inside. They've had some success in there. They've taken in, and Upchurch could handle him in there. Not as big, but he plays pretty smart.
He does, real smart.
Ball knocked away, and Siebert takes it the other way. Puts it up off the glass, no good. Tipped up, no good, and comes away to the Bloomfield Wildcats. And they've got him stormed, and they're going to call a jump ball. It looks like Siebert reached in, tied it up, and it will be possession Campbell. We'll see as Mayberry started to put it up, but he was fouled. Maybe he'll he hit 2 in a row a while ago.
He did. Third foul on Lane Gregory.
Now he's 3 for 3. Got some substitutes coming in the other Mayberry. Going out is Fowler and Siebert. Coming in is Belcher, sophomore. And this Mayberry kid is good from the free throw line. He's hit 4 in a row. Nothing but net. And looks like Kellum got a little bit of a hand on that. And no. And we're going to see what the officials call. Oh, just a warning to the book about a flop. Good call. It's not a foul. It's just a warning. If it happens again, there'd be some problems. As we come in, Bloomfield kicks it across court. 8 seconds to go. 47-30. Campbell up by 17 as Kellum got a hand on it, went over, and there's the spot. Kellum blocks it at the buzzer, bringing us to the end of the third quarter. 47-30. Campbell on top, and we'll be back in a second. Well, we're back for the fourth and final quarter to see who will advance to take on the Nellyville Tigers at 8 o'clock Thursday. Terry and I will be here to bring that game to you. And, boy, then Friday is probably going to take us all because all the teams going to be here. Going to be very, very good games, and they're going to be lots of attendance, I would say.
Yeah, this gym's going to be packed Thursday
I think
night,
it
Friday
will.
night.
Bernie brings a crowd, Campbell brings a crowd. All these teams do. And White went up to get the rebound and lost the handle, and they tied up. That will go to the Campbells. Well, as they kick it around, Campbell tries to get it inside. Now they get it into Ben. Ben moves his man, but he's cut off, and they're going to be calling. I think he might have stepped on the line. I'm really not sure. They bring the ball around. They kick it over to the right wing. Now down in the corner. Now back out. Top of the key. Campbell defense trying to hold them out. There's 7:13 to go in this ball game. Bloomfield trailing by 17. So they're going to have to make a pretty good comeback to get back in this ball game against this very good Campbell team. Callum thought he could slip in the back that time, but he did. Hey, good shot. Laid it up, left-handed. Scores it. That Upchurch again?
Upchurch again.
That's Upchurch's player. Win or lose, this kid came to play. Siebert off the bench, about ready to check in. So is Drew Fowler. And Mayberry, there's 3 fixing to come back in after get a blow as Kellum lays it up left-handed, scores it. How many's he got? Leighton Kellum.
He's got 11.
11. Going to have a foul on number 23, Campbell. That's Belcher. Now Belcher going to have a seat along with, well, let's see. Somebody got to come out. All right, here comes Mayberry out. And Sieber steals it, gives it over to Fowler. Fowler looks around, takes it, lays it up, scores it. Extending the lead to 51-32. A lot of speed on the Campbell team. Siebert drawn man to man, and we're going to have a 5-second good defense, Siebert. I don't know if Alicia's listening, but we got this sound worked out pretty good. Everybody says that out in Texas, say everything's sounding good. I think that we just didn't have it turned up enough. And when I turned it up for Donnie and Tim, they said it went really well. And I was in the hospitality room, and it was coming through in there very good. Again, we want to thank our Lady Camels for putting up the fight down at the Hayti Girls Tournament. And they knocked off the 3rd seed, St. Hornsville, last night. Run up against a really hot number 2 seed, Hayti Indians, to put up a fight. They'll be back. They're going to get better. They're going to win some games this year. And we're going to do some of them games this year. Those girls play hard every day. They work hard every day. Oh, nice shot put up.
Upchurch again.
I started to say it's got to be Upchurch.
This kid has no quit in him.
No, he's not no quit. Ben Rowland has it, kicks it over to Siebert, back to Fowler. Fowler on the side, kicks it down in the corner, and Mayberry trying to drive. They've got him double teamed down there, and he tries to get out of it, and he's going to be a foul on, I don't know what they call it.
I think it's a foul on Campbell.
Yeah, he called it. I thought it was, I didn't know.
I don't know.
Maybe they don't know it's a score bench either because they hadn't posted it. Number 23 is not in the game. Campbell. Oh, well, that's going to make a whole lot of difference. There's
Number 3, Lane Gregory with the 3-pointer.
Wayne Gregory. That is Francisco brought us some water, and we certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much. Go. Cisco's my friend. Jansen will go to the line, try to extend the Camel lead at the 4:44 mark as he misses the first one. 51-37. Camel, little over 4 minutes left to see if they're going to make it to the championship round, which right now looks like they're going to, as Jansen buries the second free throw. As Leighton Kellum's up to check in. There's a 3-pointer blocked by Mayberry. He got his hand on that, and he deflected that pass. Upchurch spins. This kid is no stopping him. Going to have a timeout, and we're going to have Kellum's in. Looks like maybe he's coming in for Wyatt Jansen. Ben Rowland. All the Camel players has played very, very hard and played some really good defense. And Bloomfield's not an easy team.
No, they're not. Right now, Caleb Upchurch has got 22 on that.
Oh, my. As you said, Upchurch, there's no quitting. It's just not. But we appreciate everyone that's tuned in tonight. We hope we've done you a good job, and we ask you to come back in Thursday night. Let's see if we can continue this trend. And we'll have my broadcast partner, Terry, back. But, Hunter, I appreciate you. You've done a good job.
Thank you, sir.
And sometimes when you're just forced into action, you don't know what you do. I've seen you be forced into action years ago when we were calling a game for IHC down at Holcomb, and our cameraman got sick, and we asked, could you go down there, and you finished the game. And you'd never done it before. I've never forgot that. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
In spite of your paps, you do a good job. Turn around jumper by Mayberry as he buries it. In my opinion, and I'm not cutting anything down from any of the players, but these 5 that's on the floor right now for Campbell is a good team. They're quick, they're fast, they can jump, they can shoot, and not taking anything away from anybody on the bench because they sure play their part. I thought we was going to get 5-second callers, a 3-pointer put up, no good. Rebound by who other than
Upchurch.
And try to put a Mayberry slaps it. No, not today. Siebert's nice spin, and he's going to go to the line. He was fouled. Nice sportsmanship, both shown by Bloomfield to come over and help him up. I like that.
Yeah, that was good sportsmanship right there.
Yes, it was. Too many times people get down when they're down 54-39 with 3 minutes, 48 seconds to go. They're aggravated, they're hurt, they forget about their sportsmanship. Leighton Kellums over talking to Coach Fowler. I don't know if very many people know Leighton. He came here last year. He's a very fine young man. Very pleasant to be around, very polite, and he's just a treat. And he just fit in over here very well. Oh, I thought we had a walk, but no, but that's all right. No shot, no good. And here comes Mayberry as he's going to take it to the hole. Lays it up, got it. He'll go. What a nice shot. Laid that over the back of his head. We'll see Mayberry. Kate Mayberry go to the line. He has the bucket looking for the 3-point play and got it. He's come across. He's come a pretty good scoring tonight, isn't he?
Yes, yes.
Campbell takes it away. Leighton Kellum throws behind the back pass to Siebert, up and in. Nice pass by Kellums. Shot put up no good as Fowler comes away with it. Got a man down court. Look to Siebert. Siebert passes. Little jump hook, no good. And knocked off of. I think if Kellums would have let that go, that would have been Campbell basketball. But he didn't know. As all basketball players, you don't know, you go after it. Jim Vaughn and Bobby Godwin here, and I don't know that other official over there. I know him, but I can't call his name. And they're 3 veteran officials. And they've done a good job. And Jim Vaughn, this is his 3rd game of the night.
Yes, it is.
Out the inbound the ball is Upchurch. As he gets it in, he'd like to have it back. Now he gets it, and he puts him head down, shoulder down, and he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be on Kellums. All right, now we're about back to action with 2:30 to go, 2:35 to go, I'm sorry. Nice pass, broken up by the Camels, but chased down by Bloomfield. Now they get it inside. Shot put off the glass, no good. Been rolling high to sweep the boards, and here comes Campbell the other way. Kellen brings it across the timeline, kicks it over to Fowler. Fowler thought about a 3, be a little too far out. Now he's in there. Now he's in his range, and he puts it up and got it. Campbell's doctored that 3-point up pretty good tonight.
Yeah, they have. This group they got right now on the floor, any of them hit it at 3.
That's exactly right. Spin inside, I believe that was Upchurch.
I think that was Upchurch again.
I think that's who I saw. If it didn't, he deserves it. Fowler said, I'll just try that again, and he buried back-to-back 3. 66-41. At this moment, I'll be like calling the election night. I think we have a winner We just have a little bit to wait and see the final score. But Campbell will move out to play Nellyville at 8 o'clock Thursday.
Drew Fowler going to try it again.
He's going to try it again. And, oh, boy, Mayberry was up that time. And it's going to be out of bounds. It will go to the Tigers. So it looks like I'll go over these before we go off the air. We'll go over the scoring real quick when Hunter gets it figured out. There's a shot put up. We're approaching 1 minute, and here comes Campbell as Mayberry takes it behind his back. Now he takes it around. Now it's taken away by Upchurch, and I believe it's going to be foul. It wasn't Upchurch. I'm used to saying Upchurch. I don't know what to do. Here's some wholesale substitutions coming in for Campbell. Siebert comes out, played a nice game. Kellum and Fowler, every one of them. Not very nice game, as all the Camels did. Ben Rowland, Mayberry, really played some good games. And now we got 2 more, so I think they're fixing to come out as well. Going to have Bloodsaw in, number 5. And we're going to go ahead and let these guys come in, and which that's great. I like to see that. Campbell players getting a glad hand, and they deserve it. Mayberry and Ben Rowland coming out. There's a shot put up from the corner, a 3-pointer, no good, and Xander Mayberry comes down with it, and we're going to have a foul and 32 seconds to go in this contest, and we'll see how it's going to end, and it's going to go back to Campbell as Belcher takes it, and they're not going to really, it's just foul. I think the officials would like to just run this out. Campbell kicks it around, and Belcher puts it on the floor and puts up a shot. No good. Bledsoe, the rebound, knocked out of his hand. Here comes Upchurch, I think the other way. He lays it up, got it. 66-45 with 8 seconds to go. And again, we want to thank Brittany Durham for running the cameras. Did an excellent job. Hunter Swafford, running for 2 games, did an excellent job. Now Hunter's helping me, and we certainly appreciate it. Thanks to Tim and Donnie for what they've done. And we're going to take just a break, and we'll be back to go over how it's working out, and then we'll be back with the wrap-up. We'll be right back. Well, we're back at Campbell. Hunter's got the.
Well, we're going to go Bloomfield first. Andrew Bland, 4 points. Lane Gregory with 7 points. 1 point to Wyatt Holden. 6 points to Law Grazer. And leading the scoring for Bloomfield is Caleb Upchurch with 26.
How many did Mayberry have?
Mayberry finished with 13.
13 points. Man, he had a bushel of rebounds, a lot of blocks, and heck of a game. And
So,
go ahead, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Hunter.
Now over to Campbell. Layden Kellums with 11 on the night. Siebert with 13. Drew Fowler with 16. Ben Rowland with 6. Caden Mayberry with 13. And Wyatt Jansen with 3. And Campbell hit 10 3-pointers on the night.
Well, I tell you what, that's 30 points any way you want to count them.
Yes.
Well, listen, we'll be back here Thursday night to start the game off with Clarkton. We'll be playing Bloomfield. And then we will jump up here, and at 6:30, Bernie and Risco, followed by Nellyville, and Campbell. And so for Boot Hill Broadcasting, we thank everybody, and we'll see you down the road. Good night.